might remove it. What's up? I'm back. They gave me my live back. Cold. We about to get real deep with y'all.
Hey,
I'm back on the map.
it's about time.
Motherfuckers been trying to take me out.
What's up? A
All
physical.
right, no, thanks for tapping in. You about to miss a hell of a conversation.
Okay, so I'll give you a physical dollar when I get a physical dollar. You have to put it inside of a thing.
Oh shit. I wonder if I had a pipe on here. Could I smoke it?
No, they'll kick
No?
you off.
Still?
Yeah, they would kick you off, love.
They don't even know what's in my pipe.
It don't matter. It's the fact that it's smoke.
That's crazy. I feel like that's racist.
I mean, but I'm pretty sure if anybody else came on here, with a pipe, they'd probably remove them as well. I don't think it's just you though.
I'm just talking about the policy.
Yes.
No, like my being want to like have a conversation.
I will not say if I feel or don't feel that conversation was a setup. I won't.
Anywho. I did go live last night, didn't I?
You did.
Don't remember. Oh, glad I didn't get kicked.
The amount of uh
Peace, dog. Peace, peace. The amount of what?
I mean the amount of cussing out she was ready to do last night, baby. Nobody was safe. Not even me.
Really?
Nobody was safe. Nobody was fucking safe. Not even me. And I was just like, listen, I'm not the one. I'm the least one. Shit.
My apologies.
You said that shit with your whole chest.
Mm-hmm.
You said shit.
Fucking full moon shit.
It's all right. I told you. It's cool. You can hate me now. You love me in the morning. I wouldn't worry about it.
Fucking hated everybody.
Everybody. Nobody was
everybody,
safe.
everybody on my motherfucking list.
Nobody was safe. And I didn't do anything. Like, I was trying to validate your shit and like give it to you in a different way. And you was just like, I want to say it so bad. He was like, but I hear you. Damn. Man. Cut everybody off. Okay, go ahead, try it. Go ahead, fuck it. I want to see you fucking do it. Go on and motherfucking do it. I want to see you try.
I don't like ugly crying, okay?
I get it. but it wasn't my fault. I was not the purpose of your ugly crying. I just validated your emotions and gave you a different point of view. That's it.
Was I crying on live?
A little bit. A little bit.
Man, that shit's embarrassing.
I mean, you weren't ugly crying on live though. If that gives you a little bit of peace, a little bit of solace.
I know people was like, I missed that. I'm like, yeah.
Child,
I
not me
pop.
not realizing that my computer is now connected to your other computer, and I'm like, where the fuck is my mouse at? And it's on your computer screen. Yeah, it's not. I did it. I know better. And the reason I know better is because I have a degree. It's my fault. I have to take ownership.
All right, I'm about ready. How everybody's night? What y'all doing? Tapping in. What y'all got going on?
Um,
When your blood don't want to go out?
I got to do some cord cuttings tonight.
For who? For some clients?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Oh no, look. I was just called an asshole, so I'm all right.
You got caught an asshole.
Yep.
Mm, let's talk about it.
Yeah. I mean,
You
my
talk.
whole thing is like I wasn't being an asshole. I was speaking facts.
Okay. What is love? What is love?
It's the shirt for me. No, let me see your shirt. Move. Yeah, I love that. I love that.
$5 at five and below.
Well, I really can't. My city's too big. I can't buy shit for $5. What the fuck? Wait a minute. I can do stuff.
Just work for trial.
Really? I'll look and see, but I'll be walking around here like Winnie the fucking Pooh. And goddamn. You are not allowed to talk anymore this evening.
Yeah, I guess we can't do the podcast tonight. Cause like what?
Why not?
What's the topic of tonight?
You forgot the topic. Look, hold on, because I had the whole thing. I had it ready.
That's why I tell you right. That's why I tell you.
So we are going to be talking about the vetting process, right? The period in operation in your purpose, your partner complementing your purpose, marrying purpose, excuse me, building your soulmate. Fuck, we had a lot. Compatibility versus suitability, seasonal love, expectations versus obligations, preferences versus wants and needs, and experiences versus lessons. Wasn't we just talking about experiences the other day? Weren't we just talking about this?
Yeah, fuck. Fucking life
Damn.
experience.
It's like,
Ooh,
it's coming full
we about
circle.
to make. Hey man, what y'all doing? Y'all might want to stay a while because we about to get up in here.
You may as well have a seat. Let's take a long walk in the park.
Let's take a long walk. Shit about to
Tag
get a
your,
seat. I ain't been able to pop my shit in a minute.
tag your it.
If I hate you, I do.
Hey, Kazi. Hello. Hello.
Hey, what's poppin'?
What's up, y'all? So it's been a while since we a podcast. I've been on human adventures, delivering babies and shit.
Doing lean and shit. Just crazy shit.
Motherfucker. Doing fucking psychedelics and shit. We don't
Doing.
talk about Bruno.
Oh, we talking about Bruno tonight.
We-
Go ahead, tell them a little bit of your psychedelic experience. How was that?
It was
Wait,
I,
what did you do? What did you do? What kind of form of psychedelics did you do?
um, I had a dose of shrooms,
Mm-hmm.
um, an elevator called Mother Mary, and what is called.
I'm listening.
Oh, we're not going to talk about this online. We're not.
Just how was the experience? You didn't have to get into detail
Oh,
of the
okay.
trip. People
Like
might
that,
not know what the hell you're
like,
talking
that'll come in
about.
a later live. Like that'll come later. But
You was
the
silly, bro.
experience altogether, it actually was really good. It allowed me to see more. It allowed me to be at ease and not be in my head so much, if that makes sense. So I asked a very, very specific question, and I would say generally be open. If you're going to be in that type of space, be open and receptive to the information, because the moment you try to reject some shit, they're going to lay it on thicker. You're going to see more and more and more. Like, okay, you don't believe me? You want to reject it? You don't think that this is your path? You don't think this is for you? Not a problem. Let me show you some more. Let me take you back. That wasn't
We're
enough.
gonna go. We
Taking you
about
back.
to go way back, 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 back. How much can your mind handle?
That part.
So we gonna put it. How many gigabytes you got up in here? Terabytes. What you got? What's the
It's
max? What's
it's
after terabytes?
everything, yo.
Like, because psychedelics help you not question God no more. You got all of these questions.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be to the point you ain't gonna want to ask another motherfucking question. You straight on asking questions. You don't want to know shit else. Like, I'm good, nigga.
And don't think just because you do it, the information that you get at that time is it. It continues. And if you ask a question, you are going to get an answer.
Be specific. Be specific.
Very specific. But at the same token, be open, because I'm telling y'all, the moment you try, just take it from me. Do not reject what they show you. Don't do it.
Everybody that I see and I get on here and I ask all the time, do you want to know the truth? And people just jump on like, of course, because it's really cliche
Mhm.
to not want to hear the truth. Like, why would I not want to hear the truth? It's
Mhm.
different because truth it gets deep when it's really true. And at that point, what do you do with that information? A lot of people can't handle the truth. That's why people ain't walking around looking like aliens yet. That's why they need a certain
Hey.
amount of people to wake up for them to be able to, do certain things on this planet.
Mhm. Mhm. No, people aren't ready for that at all, Cassie. Honestly, Cassie, I would say I would recommend you have that type of experience, but the only thing is, because you are such an overthinker, like you would need to have a downer before you go up.
So she needs to hit the blunt first.
Yeah.
Hit the blunt.
Little
I
downer
give
before.
you a whole edible. Fuck you up. I give you a little piece of edible. Yeah.
So it's
But some
like,
people, mm, it's like to the point like just I give you an example. Like I sent whole past life regression somebody I did, and this lady found out that not only was she white before, but she was a slave owner. Like, how deep is the truth that you want to know about yourself? How could you handle the fact that you used to be a slave owner in a past life? You owned slaves, you owned your own people, and now you gonna get your ass whooped in this lifetime because of what you did in that lifetime. You was white and now you black, and you wondering why you getting your ass beat. You was a
mm-hmm.
motherfucking slave owner. Yes, you gonna come here and get your ass beat. And It's not going to be truth that you want to hear, but your life is going to make sense. Like, that's why I'm here. Mm. Are we recording?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, we are. We are.
Dog, that.
Record.
Okay.
Roll the clip.
Roll it. I'm gonna let you take the lead tonight. I'm still getting
Mm-mm.
over last night. No, I'm still getting over last night.
Oh God, get somebody else.
Like, who else? Who else?
I know, right? Who else says?
I
Um,
usually am, up for it tonight. I'm taking
no,
back seat to you tonight.
I got you. I got you.
Appreciate
Um,
you.
so the first prompt that we have is the vetting process or your vetting period. When you are looking for a potential counterpart, my vetting process is a year. I'm sorry, that's just me. Maybe some people are just like, that's extensive, that's too much, that's too long. But you got to see somebody in all their seasons. That's just the way I look at
Um, I'm gonna say for sure a minimal a year.
it. Mm.
Um, just to get past certain things. Like spiritually, a year is not a year. That shit could be a lifetime to people that understand time doesn't really exist. So we saying year in the 3D aspect, but it's much deeper than that. You need to see you in your planetary planetary alignments and shifts. You need to see. I need to see the different versions of you so I can make an informed decision. If I'm deciding I want to do life with you or create life with you or do anything on a deeper level with you, I gotta really know what I'm dealing with. I'm not gonna read the ingredients of what I'm eating before I'm not gonna not read the ingredients of something I'm about to eat. I want to know what's in it.
Yeah.
Might be allergic to it. I don't know.
And you have a point. Like, that is some real shit just to bend that topic and to make people think a little deeper, right? You know how I talked about people, their blood types not mixing and them trying to have kids, them trying to have babies together. You have some women who are allergic or develop an allergy to their husband's semen. Like, it goes deeper than just the regular shit. I'm gonna tell y'all
Ever
right.
wonder and people that get turned off by their mate? Like I didn't I was not turned on by this so and so the whole time I was pregnant. I'm like, that's deep. You don't want me to touch you and you're pregnant with my child?
Right, I created life with you. Like, what's really going on?
Is that not the biggest red flag?
Get somebody else to do it.
But but you're doing it off the principle of love, right? So it's like it should be okay. I like you, you like me. I want to fuck you, you want to fuck me. We
That ain't,
might as well make this a thing.
that is not enough. And I mean, it's just like a lot of y'all just be wanting to touch each other private parts, and I don't like that. Y'all not trying to like understand one another.
I'm like at this point, like people are just like I just want to be comfortable with some in house that I can hit raw on a consistent basis. That's mine when I want it. I want you to be consistently not mine. Where's the accountability in that? Where's the growth? That's too easy. That's too. I'm just gonna sit here and just rest in that comfort. I'm not gonna really go for love. I'm gonna go for what satisfies my flesh and continues to feed my ego.
And then get mad when you called out on it. Not the little head.
The people that's on this self love journey, but knowing that this self love is a cover up for actually keeping themselves complacent because now they don't want to move on to the next level in life, which is taking the love that you found within yourself and putting it to use.
What you not gonna do is attempt to drag me for motherfucking filth. Okay? That's what you not gonna do.
You're snitching on yourself, my baby.
No, you snitching on me, god damn it. We had this conversation, so I'm
But
good.
I ain't just
Good
talking
on this.
about you. I'm not even talking about you when I say these things.
All right.
You
'Cause
shut
he
up.
did. He was just like, do you think that you have focused so much, so deeply on yourself that you are not able to project or provide that out? Like, it makes sense. It makes sense though. But again, we've had this conversation.
You weren't the only one that's supposed to hear that. Now I'm saying it to the public. I gave
Good.
you the energy. Now you got to have. See, it would have been different, and I hit you with this now instead of earlier.
Oh
So
yeah,
now
yeah.
you had time to process.
Yeah.
I would have fucked you up. You probably just would have ended the
Yeah.
live. Like, you know what?
I was
We
like,
done for the so it
right.
don't look like a drag.
I know. Trust me, my spirits drag the fuck out of me, y'all.
Why I do what I do.
It's all right.
Um,
Used to it. It's cool. But he did, but it makes sense in what he is saying. And that don't only go for women, that go for men too, because of course you do have men on their healing journey as well. But it makes sense. So now it's just like you've internalized all of this love, right? You've given yourself all of this love and you've gotten comfortable. You've gotten complacent. Not only have you gotten comfortable and complacent, you got to realize you can't grow in comfort, because the only way to really test your healing is to test out what you have healed from.
test out this love, this love. You love yourself so much. You should be able to operate on the energy of attracting the same love you've been able to give to yourself. Let's test where you're at. Let's see if you could attract somebody that's for you. Are you scared to see where you really at in life?
Mm-hmm.
No. What's the point of being magic if you don't want to use your magic?
That part.
What's the point of having alchemy if you don't want to use it? What's the point? What's the purpose? What's the purpose of having information and logic if you don't use it?
Right. That's just like when you take a test, you have to apply your skills, or when you learn, when you study things, right? When you got to take your test. Look, I'm telling you, modern day
Sound like fear to me.
right? Modern day indoctrination didn't taught you all of this. Oh, I'm gonna need you. You back here taking notes?
Who taking notes?
Oh, Jade.
Oh, okay.
So we're not just telling y'all about this vetting process and you know
I'm not
why.
afraid to take a stand. Period.
Hey, Eminem, I like that. I'm not afraid to take the stand. I heard that. It'll.
Cause like,
It's the test. I think it's the test that be for me, and I roll my eyes, but I've had to learn to stop placing a dissatisfaction dissatisfaction on things that I manifested, on the things that I wanted when it came. You know what I'm saying? No matter the method,
ooh,
how it came,
ooh, ooh. Say that again. Cause
because I
you don't
feel
get mad. Don't get mad at yourself that you didn't know you was manifesting your reality this whole time. You just figured out that you're doing so. So everything you've been through, you manifested that to happen. Now the way that it happened, it wasn't the design that you projected it for it to happen. So now you mad, but it was your own thoughts and your own projection that made it happen.
yes.
So if I lost you, I'm sorry, but
If he lost you, rewind.
rewind it,
Lost you,
rewind it,
rewind.
because some things are so nice you can't say twice. Um, but no, that's dead ass. So you sitting here like, this broke my heart. I'm like, but you wanted your heart broken because you needed to understand the inner workings of what triggers you.
Mm-hmm.
You needed to know. You needed to everything that starts off pure has to be tested. So like adolescence, we love unconditionally. That's the only type of love we know. We love everything. If you was probably a friendly ass child, you probably hugged everybody or wanted to till your parents like chill the fuck out. But yeah, you just embrace love. And then some parts of your something a moment in your journey where you got betrayed or somebody physically hurt you or mentally hurt you or tried to take that light away from you, and you went through those experiences because you know you have a deeper depth about you. Most spiritual people was born in the church. That was your foundation.
Mm.
But a lot of people are still like stuck right there at that basement of foundation and never went up. They
They
just stayed right here and like, this is all I know.
like the building fund that's been going on for the past 10 years.
So love, a lot of people love is right here at this. A lot of people love is right here at this basement floor. Well, what the? Oh, I need to get this out before I forget it.
Keep going.
A
Love
lot
is
of people love here
floor. Oh.
at the basement floor, and they don't want to go up because they see how difficult this shit is.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to leave the religion you grew up and taught on because you was like, this is all I know. You
Right.
formed an attachment to it. That's why we always talk about the form of detachment because we attach ourselves to experiences that we're supposed to leave behind, or it's stopping us from growing to another level because we think this is the best there is. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of reason why people stay in some relationships because they don't believe in themselves and they realize this is where I'm at and I don't deserve better. It's not hurting me, so I'm good with just settling and being comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And God, don't ever allow me to be comfortable because you're gonna get stuck there. Complacency stops you from being consistent. Think about how many times you got into a happy relationship, and a lot of people's like, you get that happy weight. You're like, I stopped caring about my individual self because like, oh, we go together real bad, so I can do whatever the fuck I want to do in life, and you stop caring about yourself. It get deep. A lot of people lose themselves in relationships because it was a void. It was a void. So now that you finally healed that void with self love, test it now. See if that void is still a void. See what you really filled that void with. Was it love? Was it your self love? Or was it something else? Disguised as self love.
Mm. I mean, in all things, keep in mind, you can only love a person as deep as you love yourself. A person can only love you as deep as they love themselves because they don't know no more. They don't know no better. They don't know. You got to stop looking for you inside of another person because you feel you wouldn't do that to somebody. So why should somebody do that to you? This is not what you put out. So why are you getting it?
It's gonna make sense to you when you meet that person, or you ain't gotta explain yourself to, because they already just gonna get it.
Yeah, they just gonna know.
You don't have to even elaborate on what you just said because I got it. Like what? I speak your language. I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so like, like you really understand me? Like yes, but we just met each other. I'm like, you have no idea how old our souls are. I get you.
Mm-hmm.
That hit different. That hit different than like when you could meet a person and start meeting like soul tribe members that you be like, I connect with you.
Easily, effortlessly.
And I ain't gotta worry about you. Like, you know what? Um and a lot of people are in the space of, meeting people that they've known before and realizing why they choose to come back here together.
Right.
What were they before? Like my protector, was I was a leader. Hell, you probably was my fucking kid. Oh shit.
That's not always a twin flame. Generally, when you've lived a life, a soul is going to recognize a soul Like he just said, some people can be your kids, some people could have been your parents, some people could have been your sibling, some people could have been your spouse. It all depends on um, what you were in a past life. Majority of the time, the people that you do meet are not necessarily new souls. These are recycled people, and that's why you gravitate or you connect to them so hard. So, I mean, it depends. I'm definitely, again, pro psychedelic, um, pro past life regression to really understand you and to really understand your tribe and your partner. Or if you're going into a relationship, really understand, is this person going to be a lesson that you need to release? Or is this going to be your happy? Everybody's looking for this happy. Everybody is looking for this. I want to settle. I want to have peace. I want to have happiness. You can only truly achieve happiness within yourself first. If you don't know who you
And
are, came from, mm,
but also there's a lot of people right now that's on this level that's experiencing love, but it got an expiration date.
mm-hmm,
Like we supposed to only be kicking it for probably like 2 years. We supposed to learn this from each other. This is our agreed upon contract, and then we got here. We was gonna link up just for a few years, probably a few months. Boom, boom, and then split on to the next lesson. We wasn't supposed to be a forever thing.
yeah,
5, 6 years. I'm like, oh, yeah. But y'all decided to have like get married and have kids and do like lifelong bonding type of things. But even if you do decide you want to do that in that short time, there's no that has an expiration date, and you're going to eventually be on either suffer, stay and suffer, or move on to the next situation that's supposed to grow you and benefit you in a positive direction.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And I can definitely agree with some conditional love ain't real love, right? So as I stated, we generally love is an energy, love is a vibration that you have to be in, right? And if your love is only based off of you doing XYZ or not doing XYZ, that conditional shit is going to continue to allow you
My
to be
guy,
controlled in different bodies.
what are you talking about? Unconditional love?
Yeah, and it does cause issues when you stay over that contract, but people don't
Any
like.
contract. Like I said, I love comparing the job. And when you overstayed at a certain job. When you done got the exit signs. You done heard the growling. You done heard the customers and your employees. Like when it's time when the heat is rising. I'm like, you know what? Shit just keep happening while I'm here. I
Right,
am not happy here.
right.
So why am I choosing to stay here?
Yeah. How are you?
Why am I choosing to stay here? Because I have an attachment. Because I don't feel like I deserve a better job with better pay, with better benefits, because I gave my loyalty and love here, even though it needed it at that moment. That's not where it ends.
Mm-hmm.
That's not where it stops. You have more people to love, more people to experience here. That shit got everybody in chokehold. Like, what is he talking about?
Mm-hmm. I mean, at some point, you have to realize that some people are a part of the season of your sadness. They're not supposed to be a part of the season of your success. You have to realize and recognize what roots you have on your tree and what leaves and branches you have on your tree. Because keep in mind, even branches fall off over time. They was just there for a segment of your life. I always say people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a segment. Understand where they come from and why. And again, like he stated earlier, sometimes you speak this shit upon yourself. You are speaking things into your reality. People that ain't even supposed to be there. They wasn't even supposed to be there. But you know what you did? You ran your mouth.
This is what I want, or you seen it based on like a TV show, or like you've been influenced to make this decision. Something that you really is unnecessary lesson that or experience that you got to put yourself through. But see, you don't know yourself yet, so you still like grabbing towards certain other things to make you you. So now you're projecting things or manifesting things that's not you. Who are you?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we ask them like you don't even know yourself.
I have no idea.
Because if you knew yourself, you wouldn't be doing or acting or saying the things that you say or do or feel. Where's the logic in your situations? Have you even learned how to pull out your emotions? Have you ever been one with your emotions and even understand when to take them out?
Yeah. But let's help you, but I can't stay. Exactly. Exactly. And I love that, LaRose. And that's something that me and Shadow were talking about. Literally, like you have to realize sometimes you have to teach and release. Regardless of what your flesh wants, you have to still follow what is going on with your soul. Because it doesn't matter. That
Law of
soul,
reflection. Most people are a
that
reflection of the
when you
matrix.
try to run, it's gonna come to you. Law of reflection. Most people today
Mo-
are in the matrix. Because they don't know how to plug out. They don't know how to tap out.
They
They
don't
can't.
even know that they don't even know that they're in.
Right. They're so busy being so plugged in, i.e., cell phones, i.e., movies, i.e., TV, i.e., the shit that you're being fed on CNN. Like, stop watching the fucking news. I don't want
Oh, please leave the news alone.
to leave that shit alone.
It is forever a fucking reality TV show, and wow, that's why we laugh at most of the shit because we was like, this is a fucking joke. This shit is scripted as fuck.
And now we really laughing now that we know that the news anchors is fucking. I mean, it kind of is what it is at this point. All weapons of destruction. This is absolute facts, love. Because they know if they keep you occupied enough, if they can keep you in fear enough, because they can fear monger you. And I say it all the time: if I can trigger you, I can control you. I say it for a reason. Because if they can trigger you, if they can keep you in fear, if they can keep you upset, if they can keep you angry, if they can keep you watching, they can control you.
And they can trigger you. They can control you. If they can trigger you, they can control you.
I said this shit to a guy I was dating. When I tell you he got so fucking mad, he was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" I said, "The fact that
Hey, love.
I can control you." Period. I said because
He
of
was,
the I'm able to get you into an emotion that I want you to get in. So whether I want you to feel happy or whether I want you to feel sad, I'm controlling you.
I'm controlling you either way. I want to piss you off. You pissed.
Bet.
Good. That's how
Appreciate.
I wanted you on that low vibration.
Right. So now
Now
I
you're
can
about to attract more of that.
thank exactly. So I can leave you in that positivity. So that's exactly what you're gonna say.
When it
And then
rains, it pours.
I wanna
When it rains, it pours. You want to know why it rains and pours? Because I done triggered you to have that thought. So now everything is going down a rabbit
every
hole of bullshit.
fucking thing. Yes, yes.
I miss you back. I miss you back. They be kicking me out
Hi,
this motherfucker.
love. We miss you too. Listen, I've been on I don't know. I can't necessarily say I've been on hiatus. I just haven't
We've
been.
both been going through some shit, like
Yeah,
some things, some process, big downloads.
yeah, huge shit going down. And then again, y'all know I just delivered a baby. So for those of y'all that don't know, I miss my little man. Did I tell you his eyes came in? I told you he was gonna have gray eyes. He
They're
got gray.
great. That's dope.
Yep, he got gray eyes. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Um, yeah, he was out on commission for a little while, but we was out all on mission. Everybody was on mission. Everybody had some situation they had to take care of. I've been a healer,
Thank you, thank you.
supporting
I
family
was
and stuff.
man, I didn't even want to leave, yo. And then my sister was like, "No, I can't let you spoil me because you got to go back home." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "I understand." I said, "But you got to use me while I'm here." I said, "That's the whole purpose." I said, "Utilize me while you have me, so therefore you can get your rest in the beginning to gear up for the ride." So I mean,
Have to
it was
learn to take emotions out of it. Look at the situation what it is.
yeah.
But back, refresh, recharge.
Facts.
It just
Back
it's
up
just
on.
refreshing to for people to like be able to talk about things in depth.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of bullshit on social media. It's a lot
Man,
of misinformation and misguided souls on social media. So I feel like it's refreshing to just hear a conversation that you could relate to that's gonna be healthy for your soul.
right, right.
That's gonna elevate you in any way. If you listen to just one podcast or listen for like 10 minutes, if I left you with something, or Cole left you with something that resonated, that could change the course of your life in a positive direction, or just a different perspective, just to view something, just to get out of a negative space. I love that shit.
For sure.
I'm like, you know what? I didn't think about it like that. That makes perfect sense. And as soon as you had that thought, I just eased a little bit more suffering.
Yeah. Because you got to remember, like, we can't heal the world, right? We can only try to go about this one at a time. Because everybody ain't going to wake up at the same time. And, like, let's be honest. Like, in this lifetime, we not going to be able to wake everybody up. Let's just be fucking for real about it. But we can reach one. That one gonna teach one, and that one gonna teach one, and that one gonna you know what I'm saying? So, and it'll keep going. And I'm good with that.
Word of mouth is the fastest. They keep saying it like it's the internet, but no, word of mouth. Think
It is.
about how things just travel within us, and we just like, God damn, that got around really fast. Energy travels. Our energy travels.
Our energy is felt. That's why people don't ever want to detach from that shit. We ain't gonna talk about Bruno. Of
Let's get on to the next question. What's the next topic?
course, we talked about the vetting period, right? So now let's
Hmm.
talk about your like operating in your purpose, but your partner complementing your purpose.
Complementing my purpose.
Whoo! It was the look for me. So if you got a soul mission, you here, you doing what you need to do. Does your partner, the person that you at that time choose, complement that purpose?
Hmm.
Hey, Draco, baby. Oh, yeah,
Not somebody that's wasting your time.
yeah.
Not somebody that's just there because you having that seasonal depression.
Mm.
Not somebody that's, you know, just there for comfort. Somebody that really has a purpose in your life. Not somebody that just, hey, what you doing every day on the phone. Somebody that has direction. Somebody that has an answer.
I need you to say that again, please.
Somebody that has direction. Where are we going?
Mm. Cause you are not gonna what you doing me to motherfucking death.
Where are
Cause
we going? Why are you asking me what am I doing? What are you doing? Where can you take me? Not what you're doing. I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna see where I can take you. Show you another experience. Can you show me another experience? Can you be a core memory?
are
Do you
you
have what it takes to be?
are you going to be pivotal in my life? Am I going to remember you? Or are we about to Thanos? Which one is it? What are we doing?
Thanos snap. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Cause what?
I'm
We gonna make that our closing. We need a closing theme song. That's it.
That's
That's
it. I
it.
love it. I'm with it.
That's
I'm with it.
it. I'm with it.
Like real shit. He called me Thanos a few weeks ago, and I had to sit with that shit. Like, fuck.
Fucking Thanos snap be wicked, boy.
Like, yeah, you ain't it. Reset.
Reset. Sorry. I was tripping.
Mm-mm.
Oh shit.
Mm-mm. You say somebody name, and I'll be like, who?
Who?
The Who the hell you talking about?
I remember that I forgot that whole experience. Damn.
Damn.
It's crazy. I just man in black myself.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, a lot of people are dating that for
Yeah.
years.
Because you
For
ain't gonna
years.
be for fuck. Oh God, you are not gonna what you doing me for. Oh.
So
When
yes.
there is somebody right now in my messages talking to themselves, and they've been talking to themselves for the past month. I just want to see how long they're gonna keep it going. For the past month, they've been talking to themselves.
I got a few of those in my DMs too. I'm just like, ooh,
A month.
you that's a lot, Shawty.
Yeah.
I ain't responded yet.
I don't even want to look at my DMs.
My DMs, I look at them if I want to. She said a
Yeah,
month. Yeah, yeah, a month for
I'm
sure.
a, hey,
She
what's
showed
up?
me.
What you doing?
I like,
What you
geez.
doing? Hey, beautiful. Hey, hi. How are you? What's up? What you doing? What you got going?
What do you got going that you have this much time and effort and energy to give to me that I'm not giving back to you?
Like apparently, I literally just told you I own 3 businesses, 4 now. Um, and I deliver babies. I look at coochies every 9 months, sir. I rebalance energy and bring life here, sir. In a minute, I'm about to usher life out. Do you want to be one of them?
You don't want to see my DMs? My DMs are great. Speaking of DMs, message you. Oh, she said you. She messaged you, miss.
You message
Mm.
me, baby. I don't be paying attention to them DMs, baby. Listen,
Them DMs is a
I'm a
wild,
look.
wild west.
I'm
It's
gonna
wild.
probably search for your name specifically, and we'll go there because going through my DMs is like going down Alice in Wonderland's fucking rabbit hole.
You'll never know what you're gonna get. You just
You
pluck one out. I'm like, wow, you really just said that to me?
because I got it on both ends. Yes. When you gonna let me? And when you gonna let me, ma'am? What?
I do too.
I'm not surprised. That not
I'm
surprised.
like, come on, bro.
At what point? Where did any of this say?
Was it the bonnet? I gotta stop wearing that bonnet.
I mean, what I do? Like I didn't know. But you know what? There's some shit today that. Do you want to come speak on my travesties or you? Me? Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'm not getting involved in any of this. No, ma'am. This man has to do it. She told me I had to go to the corner today.
You said you don't bother to DM me. What? Don't do that. I see. I'm not saying that I don't respond to DMs. I don't. I mean, I do. It be a lot sometimes. It be a lot sometimes,
Dude, it's
and I
overwhelming.
gotta take a break.
Especially when the energy is leechy. Like, let's be clear. Because not only people that's trying to touch my private parts, but it's also people that are just like, I'm so depressed, I need help. I'm such in a sunken place, I need help. Like that
I
is
say,
depressing as energy, and I can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're just like, hey, I'm growing through something or what have you, like I got a whole email, I do a whole, holistic therapy, something like I can't like leeching energy. It is so draining, and I can't.
Joshua said he copied my book for Christmas.
Hey,
Eee, my guy, love, love, love,
I
love.
read it in a day and a half, and he talked shit about me for not reading it in one day.
Yeah, you specifically, yeah.
He talked shit about me for not reading it in one day.
Um,
What is it? Selfish.
See, I don't be depressed. I just be experiencing things, and I don't know who else to talk to. I feel, I feel that.
To speak, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I can understand. It's just like, hey, I had a situation coming up and I would like some advice, or hey, could you give some advice on, or you know what I'm saying? But when he's like, I need help
Yeah,
me.
it's more of I'm like, are you energy check me? Like, are you in the space to help me out with something, or like give me a heads up, and I could tell you like, nah, like I'm going through
Right?
some stuff right now, but I hit you back, like, but don't just like some people really come in my DM entitled
That
that
part,
I'm supposed to give them information because I give it freely on the internet. So it's like, oh, you have to answer this question, so you have to answer it. Whoa,
right? Like I'm not sure who you you was talking to. Maybe you made a left and you was supposed to make a right. I'm not sure what DM you decided to bring your ass up into, but it
You
ain't.
made a whole error.
I tell people all the time, I am personable. I'm not a people
I'm not
person.
accessible, and I'm not accessible like you think that I am. I am very kind,
That's him, not
but
me.
then I'm
I,
kind.
I'm
I'm
not.
kind, but people will quickly try to take that for weakness quickly. And
Exactly.
I'm the type of person that learned boundaries. Now
Hmm.
you're a dangerous motherfucker once you learn boundaries,
That part.
and what people are not gonna put up, and I'm not gonna put up with no bullshit. Like
Hmm.
if I'm like you coming at me wrong, or I'm like I'm not, I don't like your tone. I'm gonna need you to change it right there swiftly if you
Or
want to continue to talk to me.
or you gonna fuck around and find out.
Dismiss you really quick, delete like I never met you. I control my reality in that aspect. I get to control what I see. If I don't like it and I don't want to subscribe, they no snap.
Deuces.
I treat it equal. It's a blessing for me to experience you. It's a blessing for you to experience me. Don't
Hmm.
abuse it.
That part.
Keep it cool. I keep it cute. Like treat me with the same respect you want me to treat you. Like you don't want me coming at you all kind of sideways. And don't always want to feel like you're entitled to somebody's energy,
Hmm. I tell
even if you have access to it.
I'm cordial, not kind. He's kind.
I'm kind.
He's kind. I'm cordial. I'm just saying, listen, I just pissed somebody off about them not getting food earlier. So, like, I pissed them off about their own choices. So, I don't give a shit. I don't
I'm gonna
care.
piss you off about something that you chose that you want to do. Like I don't like people choose to be mad. That's what I learned. Like being mad, like yeah, it's a situation that occurred that can make you mad, but people choose to stay mad, and then you look for something else to attach to that. So now you're mad about this, and now you're mad about that, and now it started off as just being mad about one situation. Now you're mad about 10 different situations at the same time.
Hmm.
So now you wonder why you have a bad day, but you chose to have a bad day.
But one thing I ask people is like, did you have a bad 5 minutes and just decided to milk it out throughout the day? Because you don't have emotional intelligence, you don't know how to regulate your fucking emotions. So 5 minutes of something that went sour has ruined your entire day.
You give things that much power still?
Shit.
Ooh, I hate to be that.
And then, do you have somebody that's in your life? Let's even go back to operating in your person's purpose and your partner complementing that. If you have a partner and they see you have a bad day, are they able to uplift you, or are they going to add to what you have going on?
So now they don't bring you peace. So now you want to find peace outside of the household because that person is not reciprocating and giving you energy.
They're
It's
not.
being more draining. They're not coming. Your charger, you came home to get charged up and the charger broke or got a shortage in it. You only
Or
gonna fuck around with that
plug
charger
it
for
to another,
so long
or
till
that bitch
you
plug it to another phone.
till you go get another one.
We can't do this today. Yes.
Oh no, fuck that. Fuck that. The truth
Daddy,
hurts.
hey baby,
What's popping? But no, for real. Like
that's real shit.
everybody, I'm not. I tweeted earlier. A healer needs to date a protector.
Mm.
The balance.
Mm.
Not saying that y'all both aren't healers and y'all both aren't protectors, but I'm not going to date somebody that can't support me on a day where I'm just like I'm over it. Can you bring me back up? I'm
Mhm.
always carrying myself. I'm always good, but the days that I just want to be vulnerable, can you do you Can you match my energy?
Yeah.
Can you reciprocate my energy?
And if I got too much energy, am I able to give it to you for you to transmute it and us share positive energy back together?
Or do you just always need my energy to function? I'm gonna find that out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna get bored with that. Because where's the benefit in that for me?
Right.
You're the only one benefiting. You're the only one getting the oral pleasure, not me.
And hold your breath. Remove that gag reflex and get to work.
Get it up in there. That ain't easy to do
Say
either.
it. Yeah, it is. Never mind. So marrying for resources
Marrying
instead
for
of sole purpose.
what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Everything. Marrying for resources instead of sole purpose.
I'm marrying for resources instead of sole purpose. Like land? Like I'm
Like,
marrying you for
like, let's this is going to be so fucked up, but let's talk about Bruno. So that's just like, a woman marrying an ugly African guy because he got money, or a dude marrying this beautiful woman or this model or whatever because he needs citizenship. You know,
resources.
but what drives that citizenship is going to be that money. Marrying for just resources. Okay, you know what? He got it together. He's put together. I don't really love him. I don't really like him, but I'm gonna go ahead and accept his proposal because I'm about to get everything that I want anyway.
He's rich. His family's rich. They're wealthy, well off. I want
Mhm.
to marry into that family for that benefit of for
Or
generations. It's not necessarily mean I love you, but the benefit outweighs the love aspect
yeah,
because love is just a silly emotion that goes away.
what you need, boy? Why you keep locking the thing? You can't get over the doggy gate. My offspring. Hold on a second.
No, you good. So,
The computer or a tablet? It's my computer. What?
yeah, and it won't last if that's what they're looking for. I'm saying though, um,
Well, I can agree, but I also disagree with that, right? It can last, and the only reason it would last is if they make an arrangement. Like, look, we don't love each other. We're just here for the benefit. So you do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do, and we just gonna stay married just to keep that benefit.
right? Because it's like that's our agreement. Our agreement doesn't have to be a romantic agreement.
Right.
Who said that our agreement had to be what everybody else's agreement is? Why? Because everybody was conditioned. You've been conditioned to believe like that's what your relationship's supposed to be like.
Mm-hmm.
It's a one size fit all of a sudden. There's only one way to do things all of a sudden. Get married to one person, stay with them for the rest of your life and die. And everybody's supposed to follow that recipe. Sounds really conditional to me. Sounds like it sounds like a certain matrix want to keep you on a certain vibration.
Mm-hmm. That's the equivalent of keeping a dog on a leash in the backyard. Man, what? Can I watch YouTube for a bit? Huh? Can I watch YouTube for a bit? YouTube. Go ahead.
That stops you from building communities, community building. That's not a thing anymore. They had to take away the kings and the queens. We can't have
Mm-hmm.
village. We can't have
Have
villages
that.
anymore.
They
Everybody has to
can.
be in an individual house.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got to fend for themselves.
And
Everybody got to spend money,
the women have to be in competition. They can't have a sisterhood. Hell no, because too many women together is too much power. Fuck
even though
that.
y'all even though it's more of y'all.
And it's the reason. And it ain't because we need to be fucked on.
Everybody, it's a lot of women that don't have sex. They don't deserve a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
They don't deserve companionship and intimacy. don't have a high sex drive. I'm like, that's what I didn't want to. I didn't come here for all that. So link with somebody that's also on that same vibration. That kind of person works great in a poly relationship. Like, you know what? I just need the romantic benefit. I don't want to be your sexual person. But that's being real with yourself.
Right.
Are you having sex because you want to have sex, or are you having sex because you feel obligated to because you signed the contract?
That part.
You did it for love, but what's the benefit?
Right. But or are you giving up the sex for the benefit? Because let's be clear, a lot of women hold themselves out for the time. This new Louis bag, girl, I'm about to fuck him real good.
Mm-hmm.
I want these new shoes. I want these new Louboutins that just came out. I'm about to go ahead and, be a throat goat. And I'm about to get that. Don't act just because you marry, you ain't a hoe. I'm just being honest. Where does that take you, Shadow? Where you going? So I'm just saying. There's a lot of different things when it comes to the benefit of being together, the benefit of marriage, the benefit of a relationship. Like, it's not just that portion of, stability or security. A
Be
lot of
okay
women.
to say that you love these hoes. You love these hoes, don't you? You love these hoes, don't you? Say it.
I'm just saying.
Say it.
I'm serious. And it's just like I said, I made a video about people, not just women, but people in general, men too, weaponizing sex. Weaponizing, literally. Oh, you know what? She mad. I'm gonna go ahead and eat her cat. She gonna be all right. Or he upset. Let me go ahead and give him some head. He'll be all right.
Sexual manipulation.
Yeah. You can't sit up here and try to invalidate me just because you want
With
to
the
get
love.
shit that I can get on a regular. I don't give a shit if you giving me the Gawk 3000 and you eat my ass. At this point, I'm still mad. Thank you
Still
for the nothing.
mad. Appreciate it. Got a nice little release out you, but that ain't changed shit.
All right, I'm about to roll over, or I'm about to go out.
Peace.
Or
Thank
I'm
you.
going to the water.
Satisfied. Because you're not recharging me. That is
No,
not fixing the situation. You have to do it here.
exactly. Do not invalidate my emotions or invalidate how I feel based off of what you feel that you can do well sexually. And sometimes y'all don't even do that shit right sexually, and it
And
just
don't even think.
like,
Just another way. Just you hit one. You hit on the mark. Just because she gave you some ass, that doesn't mean you in the clear. You
my,
just know how to speak to her sex language. I'm like, she's not going to stop herself from pleasure, but at the same time, you still ain't correct shit just because I gave you some ass.
that part. Because my ex husband will tell you that he has 100% had pity pussy, and he knew what it was too.
But
Mercy.
see, that's because women are the motherfucker. Would you like, hey, hell yeah, I tore that shit up, and she leave. Like, where you going? That didn't recharge me. That I don't. You didn't. It didn't do what you thought it did.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
But you
We're
you was
talking.
just calling my name and screaming and having fun. Or I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that's
That,
just my sex magic.
that was that moment.
That was
Any
my and that was probably a different version of myself too. That was my shadow side. You didn't have sex with me. You didn't fix me over here. You fed my ego. You fed my shadow over there.
That's it. And at the end of the day, the only thing that you wanted, it was your personal gratification. It had nothing to do with me. You still invalidated me. You still invalidated my emotions by thinking that this was supposed to smooth over some fuck shit that you did or said or entertained, just whatever it was.
Hmm. But that takes a form of like some level of like knowledge of self, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because if that's all you got to offer me, then we don't need to be together anyway. Because if you ain't feeding my soul, if you ain't loving my soul, if you can't make love to my soul, if we cannot literally have that energy exchange in a cosmic manner, then why? At this point, you've just become a slave.
Because you have to understand, people is beings out there that communicate telepathically. You don't want to be so stuck in that 3D, and then she meets somebody else that they're up here with it.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to offer is, the physical, money, dick, communication. But what can you do up here too? It
Mm-hmm.
is a balance. A lot of people are missing this up here. A lot of people are in marriages where it's conditional, and then once they get to the point when they meet somebody else, they have a cosmic conversation with somebody else. They just like,
I'm in love with you. No,
I
we
want that. Hold
that.
on, wait a minute. It gets whoa. What is that up there? Is that a bird? Is it a plane?
No, I love you. I
I
love you.
I love you. I gotta have this.
I have to have you.
I'm about to risk it all.
Risking everything for you, baby.
It's deep though, but being okay with those emotions and don't feel guilty about it because you're like now them letting you know that your soul want to elevate to another, another
Another
space. It's time for you. You about to graduate.
right. And just come and know, and like if you even encounter that type of energy, the flesh of course wants to put you in love, right? But at the same token, just understand when you encounter that energy for the first time, that is a teaching and releasing aspect.
Say what?
That is a teaching and releasing aspect when you encounter that type of energy that you have just like, damn, this you definitely better than the 3D I got. What can you teach me? That's where people should really be looking. Okay, what can you teach me? What am I learning from this? What am I learning from you? How am I going to learn from you? And then do I have the ability and the emotional intelligence to not be attached to you and release you when it is time for you to continue to elevate and go?
Release. Why I gotta release you?
You got to release in order to receive. You can't ask spirit to fill a cup that's full.
But I manifested you.
Indeed, but you manifested me for a period of time in your life. Everything has a reason or a season, and I was a part of that season, baby. That's it.
But so you don't love me no more?
It has nothing to do with me not loving you anymore. I still love you. I still have those type of emotions, but it is time for me to grow ahead.
I don't get it. So but you're growing ahead means you're leaving me behind.
Unfortunately, until you find your next level, until you find your next step, I can't allow you to be the anchor in my boat, and I'm trying to sail off.
But why? But at this point, like you changed my life. Like I don't know what to do without you. I'm attached to you.
And at that point, that's where you know that you have to release me because you can't practice the art of detachment, which tells me you don't have the emotional intelligence to love me and let me go.
So why the fuck would you come in my life knowing you was gonna leave me?
Because this was our journey. This was our lesson. This was where we were supposed to be. I have elevated you to a point where you think more and look deeper into yourself to not accept the bare fucking minimum that you was accepting before me.
We gotta do this right now.
Yes. Again, that doesn't mean I don't love you, but I have to love you enough to let you go. And you have to love me enough to allow me to continue to grow.
I think I'm just really sad that you can't grow no more with me. Like you reached your peak with me.
And it is okay to have that type of emotion, but I really want you to sit in that emotion and think about what I came to teach you.
Did I at least teach you something back?
Of course you did. You taught me the elevation and the aspect of true love, but you also taught me releasing. This is a lesson we're teaching. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt, and it doesn't mean I don't love you. It just means that I recognize that my purpose is still greater.
So I'm still supposed to love after this.
Yes. You have to lead with love. You have to still be in the energy of love, because if you shut down, then you're going to regress. And everything that I taught you, everything that we've grown through, you're going to throw it away and you have to do it all over again.
But it hurts to keep going through this process. Why does it get easier? Because every time I get into a situation where I feel like this is it, it ends up the same way as another lesson.
Because you continue to attach yourself to the flesh instead of the energy.
Say that again.
Because you continue to attach yourself to the flesh instead of the energy.
How was my acting?
It was good.
It was good. It was good. Okay, cool.
Hey,
Hey, well,
did that. I think we did that. Yeah, I think
okay,
we did
cool,
that.
cool,
That
cool.
was, that was awesome. Look at that impromptu. Give us our
Mm,
roses. Give us our
mm,
roses.
mm.
I can't hear you, love. Where'd you go? Your audio out. No, I can't.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I hear you.
You back?
You said
Okay.
we had you.
Oh, I had. Oh, damn.
And no, we was just doing an impromptu, just conversation. Like this is how shit be
Conversation. We do that a lot. We do that a
happening.
lot. So when people jump in, like, oh, they think that like I'm talking to her, like we having that kind of conversation. I'm like, no, it's satire and it's more of a we presenting a real life conversation that's being had or that needs to be had, and the way to have it.
Because let's be clear, like those type of conversations are not easy. But like I stated, that goes back to what we were saying before: is if somebody can complement your purpose. And for people
Can they
being
complement
that
your purpose?
for that reason, that season, that segment, are they a part of the season of sadness or are they a part of the season of success? You have to utilize that discernment and have the art of detachment to figure out which one it is.
And guess what? Just because it was like short lived doesn't mean it wasn't purposeful. So you did complement my purpose. It just wasn't supposed to go as long as you thought it was supposed to go.
Right.
You had in your mind forever. I
Mm-hmm.
knew it was about 2 or 3 years, but I couldn't tell you that. How am I supposed to come and tell you that? Oh, we're only gonna be kicking it for like 5 years.
Desi said the Spirit Tyler Perry movie, and we
That
getting
was
there.
a spirit.
Worry
And
about
we
it.
getting
Oh,
there.
yeah,
And we
worry
about to
about
get there. Oh, we about to
it. We getting there. We are getting there.
get in there.
Real talk, man, for real.
Get in there.
And then
Cause
you got this is going to be hard to hear, and I'm truly going to say this with love and Shadow. I just need you to back me with some loving energy for these individuals that's going to hear this.
what the fuck is you about to say?
I need you guys to be okay when people ghost you. They made a choice for their life, even if it hurts you. They made a choice for their life, and there's nothing you can do about it but understand it, accept it, and move on. Stop trying to backpedal with these people when you gotta realize narcissists will do that shit too because they want to leave the door cracked. They want to leave the door open like fucking Bruno Mars. Close that shit yourself. Stop looking for closure in people that never intended to give it to you in the first place. The only type of closure you can get is internal self validation and closure. Learn what you needed to learn. Close that motherfucking door. Move buildings if you have to. Be okay with people making a choice for their life.
That requires, because people aren't gonna ask like, how do you do that? That requires
But even God, you think about you having an experience with somebody that's so beautiful, right? Think about you having an experience with somebody that is so euphoric that you've never had before, and then all of a sudden they're gone. They no longer talk to you. They no longer return your phone calls. They no longer answer. They just fucking disappear. You also still have to be okay with living in that purity that you received from that person.
Even if we just had a one-time conversation, that's all we were supposed to do.
That's it.
I wasn't supposed to talk to you consistently every day or text you or call you or be intimate. I was just supposed to give you that one conversation, or you were supposed to give me that one conversation, and I was supposed to be that.
That's it.
So now you mad at me that we don't talk or the communication slow down because that's what I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
You the one that attached yourself to the idea of more.
You got to release them with love. Keep it going.
Like, but why can't it be like part of your circle? Why can't it be one of your friends? Yeah, I mean, if you're meant to, you're meant to. Like, you're supposed to. But at this current moment, that's not what this season is.
Mm-hmm.
That's not your purpose in my life. I know I figured out the purpose of why you're here. I know I can tell you, but I'd
Mm-hmm.
rather you figure it out on yourself so you won't feel like I'm ghosting you with an excuse.
Mm-hmm. Like, just change the way you think about it. Change the perception and the negative connotations that is behind somebody just dead stopping communication, right? I mean, if they were mean to you or whatever, you'd be like, all right, cool. And sometimes you do still want closure. No, you have closure within yourself, but just really, really understand that people make a choice for their life, no matter.
Hold on, fuck that, because I'm about to pull some motherfucking cards right now. You do it to other people.
Indeed.
So, but you like this person, so it's different.
Right? There is
How?
no difference. There is no difference.
There's no motherfucking difference. You ghost people all the motherfucking time.
There
Then
is no difference.
soon as somebody do it to you, oh, the world is over.
The
Don't
world.
nobody ghost me. Don't
Mm-hmm.
nobody ghost me.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, call me Casper.
But I'm not a friendly ghost. So,
I was just about to say that shit. The fuck? I'll let you finish it.
like, but I'm not a friendly ghost. You know, shit. That's that fucking pass back. Like, I'm the motherfucker that's gonna go ahead and materialize in your room and knock all your shit on the floor, say fuck you, and then leave. Like,
Fuck you and leave, ho. Fuck you mean? No, that's the other side. You ain't want me to that side.
that part. Go ahead. I'm gonna grab some of your socks, put ice in it, and put it on your feet and walk the fuck away
God
while
damn.
you sleep.
God damn. Savage.
Put a cube in your fucking ear while you laying on your side. Like, I'm just saying,
All right,
it's
Capricorn.
deep.
All right, Capricorn. All right, Capricorn energy all day.
But hey, I got a Cancer rising though. Yeah, think about it.
I do too.
Yeah, I know. Shit.
Okay. Well, touche. You got it. um, I forgot what I was about to say.
Oh shit! I was gonna keep it going. Wait till somebody take a hot ass shower and pour ice cold water over their ass while they in the shower, baby. Listen, I send you in the anaphylactic shock. So fuck.
That's fucked up. I
Whew.
do it too, though. I do it too, like, having sex in like astral world sends you like cosmic energy. Like you feel like you having like that feeling like you having sex in your dream. It felt so realistic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'll send that to you real quick, and you're like, damn, you just took my spiritual virginity.
Your fucking head gonna tingle.
Like, oh shit, I ain't know that was possible.
Oh, that Blue Lotus, yeah, it'll definitely get you places.
Mm, I just hit that. But no, seriously, and people will have attachment to that. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Wait, did you just read my thoughts? Did you just like just on the spiritual? They're like, we want 5D real quick. I didn't know people was capable of doing the things that you're doing. Oh, you're mine.
That part. Pour some cold water on me. We fight.
On gang, bro.
And you got to catch me first.
Because I already did with an escape plan.
Exactly. Because trust me, baby oil was already on the floor before I even came the fuck in there. Come chase me. Come on. Come on. I'm just saying.
What's the next one?
Quit laughing, Trigger. Building your soulmate.
Like Build a Bear?
Mm-hmm.
You could build your soulmate?
Build a love.
The pros and cons of building a soulmate.
The pros of building a soulmate, right, is you both committing yourself to growth. So no matter what seasons you grow through, no matter what changes you grow through, no matter hell, high water, up, down, whatever, you have committed yourself to growth. The cons of building your soulmate is if it has, not it, if they have, I don't want to call nobody no it, if they have specific blockages that are supposed to be in your success season, you're going to feel them blockages and vice versa. But hey, listen, you are committed to growth and you're committed, you all in. So you just got to work around it. If that is what you should choose to do.
Building a soulmate is what, like having a perspective, not a perspective, but what's the word I'm looking for?
A preference.
Yeah, having a preference, having a type.
Mm-hmm.
You manifesting, you know, Beyonce. Like you're manifesting a type of being. You're manifesting a soulmate that has basically your design, like how you basically what you want in a person, not what you need in a person, but what you want, what you desire. Another a connection that's for you, that was God given, designed for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even in question.
Right.
It's what
It's going to flow.
it's outside of your projection. You couldn't
Mm-hmm.
even see it coming. You couldn't even manifest it if you wanted to because you didn't even have it.
Right.
That's the kind of experience, that's the kind of connection that we block ourselves because we want the ones that we want, not the ones that was already chosen and destined for us, but what we want. And we attach ourselves to our wants.
But then a lot of time people don't think about what those have created or what created those wants, what created those preferences, what created, those things that you just want in a person. I'm gonna tell you, like, I recently had to let go of my preferences
Let them go. Cause you
because like, if it's a vibe, it's a vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to let that shit go. I was just like, yeah, it is what it is. It is what the fuck it is, and it is
your
what it is till it ain't.
and your preferences change is seasonal. Like it changes. Like when you grow, your preference change,
Yep.
and then you start worrying about the flesh so much, and then you start really understanding. Once you see somebody's soul and
Mm-hmm.
start seeing the God in them,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you want. That's what you need.
Exactly.
That's But if you don't even know that you're capable, even you know, being in that energy, it's not gonna be. You gonna you're gonna scare it away.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna understand it when you have it.
And can we talk about a very common mistake that people make when entering into a relationship?
Let's go.
A lot of people create their greeters. It's the eye roll for me. Now, when we're talking about creating a greeter, that's when you are in the talking stage or the getting to know one another stage, and that lovely little question comes up. Well, what do you like in a woman? What do you like in a man? stop that shit. I will never fucking ask a man what he likes in a woman, nor am I going to answer the opposite. I'm just not. And I'll tell you why. If somebody likes you, they fancy you already, right? And you tell them, well, I like this. I like my partner to do boom, 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 boom. I like my partner to do X, Y, Z. They're gonna be like, oh, should I do that? Oh, okay, I'll do that in it. All right, cool, cool, cool. You've provided them an identity of how to treat you. You've told them how to treat you. You've told them what you wanted. You've told them what you like. So it's two type of people. People that will try to please you, even though they really don't have the capability to do so, but they fancy you so much they're going to bend to your will and try it. And they can't keep it up after so long. But then you have the manipulative person that's just like, okay, that's what you want, that's what you like, not a problem. I'm gonna do that for just enough for you to fall in love with me, just enough for you to not want to go nowhere, and then I'm gonna become who I really am.
Mask.
Mask off.
Mask on, mask off.
I will never answer what I like in a man, and I will definitely never ask a man what he wants in a woman. Because baby, let's listen. I'm a fucking vibe. If you
What
like me,
about the ones? What about the ones that study you?
oh yeah, you definitely do have those that study, that try to watch your every move, that try to look and see exactly what it is, but understand or overstand that I'm always gonna be 10 steps ahead of you. Because if you ain't connected to my soul, if we can't have a conversation without having a conversation, then baby, you will never get it.
Just know the what you're studying is something I already went through. I'm already past that. So I'm speaking on it for you. I'm already somewhere else. So you studying old versions of me. That's not even me right now.
Exactly. You're seeing the 3D version of me. You're not seeing who I really am. And then, of course, when you spiritual and you catch wind of that, you give them what you want them to see only. And when they try to pop out and think that they know, they try to pop out and think that they got it. It's like, yeah, you all on the wrong track, my G.
You know about 5% maybe.
Maybe.
What I give? You think I give my whole soul? You think I give everything I have for you to know me?
That's unfortunate. They thought they knew you. But I do know you. I know everything about you. I know what you like. I know what you like to eat. I know what position you like to fuck in. I know all of these things about you. I know your favorite color.
Okay. That was for this season.
What do you mean that was for this season? You're the same person. I'm looking at the same person that I fell in love with.
I shapeshift.
But you
Do you
still
know I have do you know I have three personalities?
but you still look the same.
Do I?
Yes.
Hmm, that's a problem because I don't.
How do you not look
You
the same? I look
you
at you.
haven't reached your point in life to understand that I just elevated into a whole nother space in my life. You still
But
attached to what you thought I was and not who I really was.
but we have pictures together, like you don't look no different. What are you talking about? Why are you being weird?
Wow, I got you. So you're still focused on the 3D,
What is
right?
me? What are you
Three
talking
three
about?
D is my physical, how I look, my appearance.
But I love you.
No, you love what I presented to you. You love the information that you know about me. You love me so far. Love is also emotion that you need to learn to detach from.
Why would I need to detach from love? Like I'm supposed to love you. Like we love each other. So what are you talking about?
I could love you and not be with you. I
How?
could
Like
love you. I could love you and never see you again.
that doesn't make sense. Because if you love me, why wouldn't you want to see me?
Hmm, hmm. I love air.
I mean, of course, we all love
I
air.
see the benefit, but you have to understand this was a situation that was supposed to go past the moment that we're currently having.
So
I
what is
taught you.
trying to say?
I'm telling you, God to God, that we have reached a moment in our path where we need to separate.
I mean, that doesn't make sense.
You can't teach me anything else. You don't benefit me in any other way.
But we love each other. That doesn't, I don't understand.
Love. You making love conditional right now instead of an experience. You're attaching yourself to the love that you have with me and understanding that that love might not always be there forever.
But if you tell me you love me and I told you I love you and I see you and I know who you are, then I don't understand why you keep trying to put this God 3D stuff in my face. Like, what are you talking about? We are destined to be together. Do you not remember that? Remember,
Who told you that? Who
we
told you
had
that?
the same type of likes. We had the same type of likes. So I'm trying to get why you don't feel that we are supposed to spend the rest of our life together. We are supposed to breathe the same air forever.
You think you could really handle me if you had me forever?
I'm handling you now.
You haven't even met my shadow side. You haven't met a moment of my darkness. You have no idea who I really am.
You're
You
so
only know the happy. I'm so sweet. I'm so
I
nice.
know you.
But that's only one. You only see me in the summertime. You ain't even see me in the wintertime. You don't know how cold I can get.
Well, I'll warm you up. Like you talking nonsense right now. I don't get it.
Mm, mm. You don't get it?
No.
How about I ghost you? And I'll show you what it really is.
But then if you go, no, I need closure. You can't just walk away. This is why people hate you. Like, all right, I'm done talking. It's
Because
over.
it was a
Yo,
monologue. It was like,
it was a monologue, love. Oh my god. I
I'll
think
let
we
you escape.
we I think we do that shit too well. We do that shit too well.
That shit great. That shit easy, bro. That shit easy.
Oh man. Look, somebody said I was
Bro.
outside watching that. Get out. Oh shit.
Insane.
Okay, in scene.
Y'all had us here like, baby, come back.
Right? Like
I walked right out that motherfucker. They were like,
he loves you. But that's just real shit. That's real shit. I couldn't do the other part of it because we probably would have got kicked off. You know, if you leave me,
and I would have been like, I'll let you. I'm gonna beat it down. I'm gonna blow your back all the way to clean out, and then I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna leave right afterwards.
Oh, but wait a minute. Let's not forget though. Okay, well, can we just do a little for old time's
What's your
sake?
question, boo?
Can we have a little goodbye?
It's gonna do you no justice, no benefit,
Mm.
because your attempt to do that is to connect with me on a physical base, because you know what I like, and you know if you get me to a certain space, you could think you could bend my will, but the decision has already been made with or without that nut. You're not gonna be able to change the goddamn thing. But you go ahead and try,
So I'm like, all right, so let's go then. Shit, if that's the point.
and then you're gonna wake up in a bed by yourself.
Mm. Singing like Cisco. Oh shit.
The fuck, man! I said what I said.
Ooh.
It's real sweet till it ain't.
It is what it is till it ain't.
That shit got motherfuckers in a chokehold, bro.
Right. Ooh. So the next thing we have. compatibility versus
Did
suitability.
you go to UHS? Someone walked past my phone screen and recognized you. Not you knowing my old high school. Wait, who know me out here in these streets?
But the goddess said real bad. I be hating that. Be like, didn't you go to like, dang, you ain't gonna talk about my high school like that.
Alright, damn, people be trying to research me and shit. You could have went in my DMs with that one. Come on now. Damn, I did say I would check my DMs, right?
Right? She would have never got to
Yeah,
you.
I would have never got it. Oh shit. Mm. But yeah, that'd be real life scenarios, man.
Yeah, for real.
Just
Sure.
that's one, and that's the purpose. That was the that
You
was
and
the side of ghosting people don't talk about. You
right.
said do another one. It happens organic. I don't even know how it just.
It be happening. But I think with the next sets, it'll happen again.
Okay.
Because right now we've come upon compatibility versus suitability.
Mm. But no, that was just a way of ghosting where it might not. It look like it hurts. It looks brutal,
Yeah.
but you're going to heal. You're going to be a better version of yourself after this experience, and you costing your own suffering by choosing to be attached to a situation that no longer serves you anymore. Don't let a person say they don't want you twice.
That part.
Now you begging. Who, you begging? That's just showing me you don't know who the fuck you are. Why I really need to go. Cause stand up.
Yeah. So would y'all say that was twin flame energy? No.
No,
Because
I could.
she really didn't know him. You know what I'm saying? Listen to what he continued to say. You only know my 3D. You only know my physical. I shapeshift. Do you understand my personalities? Are you able to decipher whom he
Wasn't even
is?
understanding what I was saying.
At
The
all?
whole conversation was going
It
on
was
your fucking head. And
mhm,
the deeper I got, the more you kept keeping it basic as hell.
surface level.
I'm
Yeah.
like, do you even know what the fuck I just said? I said I shapeshift. Do you know what that means? No. Why you keep talking about this 5D shit? If
Yeah.
you just made me never want to fuck you again. Excuse me?
Like, cause what am I doing? Cause why are we here?
All of these spiritual baddies I know, why the fuck am I dealing with your space head ass?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cause we were talking about like ghosting and people basically. I don't call it ghosting. I really call it making a choice for your life.
Right.
You
A
really.
healthy decision for you. No matter how it looks, you care about people's opinion too much. Are
Mm-hmm.
you the one that's suffering at the end of the day? Hey, you gotta love
And
'em.
that's the thing too. Some of them are literally just spiritual baddies. You ain't got no depth. You fucking burn sage, wear crystals, and got good pussy, but that's all you got going for. Let me shut up.
We ain't gotta go there with
Because
the
I mean,
no, because I
a lot
encountered
they just
I
study.
encountered I encountered some frauds out there,
Mm.
and it's levels.
La
It's
Rose is
it's
not fucking.
it's levels, but they know they want you to keep going.
It's I mean it's levels to it, right? You want to sit up and you go to YouTube to try to learn tarot, or you buy a deck of tarot cards and you study the fuck out that book so that you feel like you know what you're talking about. And you sit up and you over here trying to give divinations to people when you don't even know you have no connection. That's not your job in this world. The only thing that you know is what them cards say.
You
That's
said that's not your job in this world.
that's your job. That's not the energy that was blessed upon you. That's not the energy that
God, but God speak to me. What are you talking about?
no God don't speak to you. That's your other half. You got about three personalities and you ain't even acknowledged the other two. You still trying to live in this one world thinking that it's just one you.
So my readings is my own perception.
Yes. Your subconscious is manipulating exactly what it is that you see in them cards.
If you didn't think people didn't like you before this live,
I have the ability to trigger you. I got the ability to control you.
if I have the ability to trigger you, I have the ability to control you. So if you trigger right now, that is your own personal growth that you need to go through.
That you have to sit with your
This is
emotions.
a teachable moment. Instead of being attached to the anger that you feel, that's not real.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a real emotion that you're feeling right now. It's ego that just got, smacked up a little bit.
It has
But this
to.
is a
Some people come into spirituality just to escape reality. And that's not how that fucking shit works. You got half of these Christian witches and these backyard brujas thinking that they can do something and their family can't manifest a motherfucking fart because it ain't your bloodline.
Stop ruining their dreams.
no, but we're all one. Then yeah, we're all one.
Who told you that?
Aren't we all the same?
No.
Brown skin Jay got a question.
What's up, brown skin Jay?
But if I'm a reflection of you, how are we not the same?
You're not a reflection of me. You're a reflection of yourself that you refuse to look at. You have to look in the mirror in order to find exactly who it is that you are. Stop trying to look for you inside of me. We are not the same.
Yo.
Is it safe to say that those who don't truly understand energy should not be reading tarot? That is correct.
Absolutely.
It is definitely more than reading the cards. Like I said, people can put some shit together and sometimes they hit up luck, but that's all they do. Is literally hit up luck. Because of the fact you don't even know that spirits is tapping you on the shoulder and you over here trying to pull some cards that you're not even authorized to pull.
And a lot of times you're pulling for yourself.
That part. And that's what I'm saying. Like your subconscious is literally letting you know that you fucked up.
Like you're right, but you're not right about who you're right about yourself. I'm like, that's why it resonates. Because it's about you.
How about people who've never studied astrology shouldn't read tarot either? I honestly don't agree with that. And the reason why I don't agree with that is because the divine is going to give you the information that you are granted to have. You're going to know what you know when you're supposed to know it.
Mm. Yeah, because there's people that never study astrology today in their life, but don't mean they still don't get messages.
Right. They definitely.
So I'm not God not using me as a vessel to deliver you this information.
Mm-hmm.
Might not know tarot at all. Might not do might not look at a single natal chart.
So she said the archetypes in tarot are rooted in astrology, though. A majority of them are. That is correct. But the thing is, when it comes to, and I think that's okay. So that's the difference. That's the difference between divination and readings. That's the difference. You know, so like there is a mundane difference between readings and divination. And a lot of people don't realize that. They always think, oh, I'm getting a reading, I'm getting a reading, I'm getting a reading, where that does deal more with energy, more with astrology, more with where your placements are, XYZ. Where opposed to divination, divination is going to be everything, baby. I'm about to drag you all the way from your ancestors on to who you are now. So it's just information that I am gathering is the information of my direct connection to source, my direct connection to you. And that's what I'm like, and like I don't need cards. Like cards is cute, they make you comfortable, but I don't need cards in order to let you know or give you a divine message about what's going on.
Basically.
Right, exactly.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. You don't need cards to divine those. True indeed. True indeed. Absolutely. And it's just like a lot of people, and that's why I said you have these backyard brujas that want to pick up a tarot deck and just study the book opposed to really understanding what it is that it means. A lot of people don't know that certain tarot cards do have those astrology placements. I don't know if anybody has ever pulled their birth chart, but tarot card birth charts. Has anybody ever done that? Anybody?
I
If you
don't
got,
think they even know that's a thing.
that is a thing. That is absolutely be a thing where it will literally give you certain cards that correlate with your houses, that correlate with your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising. Um, exactly. No, I knew what you I knew what you meant though, love. I definitely knew what you meant. But it's just like some people they can pick up some tarot cards and be like, okay, these are the messages right here, and not know a thing about astrology.
Hmm. You done educated a lot.
Well, yeah. But that's why I say some people is just, you know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. He would have to let you in, my love. So it's weird how some people are able to do it. Some people literally just have that gift of gab, and some people know astrology and have no idea that they fucking know astrology because it's just something that's rooted in them. It's rooted in their DNA.
Ooh, come on, cause I love her content. Going in.
Why my camera not? Am I in? Why my camera not on?
Can if you
Oh, duh. Does it say duh? Okay. All right, I figured it out.
okay,
Is that
there we
okay?
go.
There
Oh,
we go.
hey,
You
Hey
have
y'all.
hey, hey, what's up?
Hey y'all.
hello.
Now, now listen. I am the astrologer that had to come in
Mm-hmm.
and just chime in on your wisdom because I think it's important. And we Cancer tribe, okay? We Cancer tribe.
Gang,
So no,
gang in
I
this.
agree with you. You don't need cards. And I actually did a post on that like some time ago. You don't need cards, stones, or any sort of materials to have a direct relationship with the Most High, right? I mean, I know there are people who could tell you it's going to rain tomorrow because of the way the precipitation in the air affects their bones.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a relationship with nature without any sort of external object, right? But the problem that's going on with tarot specifically, tarot not to be confused with cardology, because they're all different, tarot, human design. And I'm not just impartial because I'm a professional astrologer, but the problem that I have with tarot, in addition to what you guys have highlighted, which is so important that people are just relying on tarot as a crutch.
Yes.
Everybody who feels like they're supposed to be some sort of spiritual teacher just goes and buys those cards, right?
It's no
Yes.
different than a person doing shrooms and thinking they're a shaman.
Exactly. Like, oh,
Yes.
I'm supposed to be telling people what their life entails, what their future entails. So let me go buy these cards.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing. It's like, now the reason why I brought up the astrology was because the archetypes in the cards, meaning the King of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles. You have to know if you pull the King of Pentacles and you pull the Magician, that you're possibly talking about a Virgo male,
Mm-hmm.
right? You have to know that. I'm not saying that you weren't given a gift by God if you
Mm-hmm.
don't study astrology. I'm just saying that you have to know that tarot and a lot of other things come out of astrology.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody right now is saying, I'm a Muslim. I don't practice astrology, but Ramadan is based on the sun and the moon. So,
That's why I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, say it again.
Wait, say it again. Hey,
Say
slow
it
your
again.
roll.
you know what I'm saying? Like if there was no astrology, none of these religions would have holidays,
At all.
right?
All slaves
At
free.
all.
Exactly. So, with that being said, my issue is that you have a lot of people who are now, and I have a problem if you feel like God told you to pull tarot cards. If God told you to pull tarot cards to tell people what to do and what not to do and guide people in this relationship or give them advice, if that's what you feel you're being divinely instructed to do, go ahead and follow your divine calling. I don't think it exempts you from having to study.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I feel about all esoteric knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You still should study
Right, right, right.
because these practices go back what, thousands and thousands and thousands of years, and there was a time when the average person just couldn't get their hand on esoteric knowledge. It
Mm-hmm.
was for its exclusive select sect of people, correct?
Yep.
Merlins, magicians, pharaohs, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody just couldn't just all of a sudden say, I'm a soothsayer, or, I'm a witch. And there was a time when everybody didn't just want to call themselves a witch, because you could end up burned. You could end up
Yeah,
burned.
Salem witch trial.
Exactly. So now people openly profess that they are practicing divination. I get it. Times change, and that's a beautiful thing. I just feel like the study, you're not exempt. Like, you have to know, like I said, a Queen of Cups, that's either Cancer woman, Scorpio woman, or Pisces woman. Or the Hierophant, that's Sagittarius. Like, why y'all not? Like, I watch these tarot readers come up on my timeline, and I'm like, the stuff they be saying. Now, I'm not trying to say that spirit didn't tell them what they intuited or downloaded or whatever, but a lot of it is cap, as we say out here in the streets.
And that's why I follow you, because I'm like, you're a teacher. Because I'm like, I'm in astrology 101. Because I'm like, that's not, I'm okay with a lot of my guests. I'm like, that is something that I know I need to learn and study. I
Exactly.
don't care how many gifts I have. I'm not going to get it if I don't
And the
study.
placement, yeah, you got to understand that. And a lot of people don't. And I'm very glad that you highlighted that. So I want to ask you a question, and you see how our dialogue is. So just, saying the question.
Yeah, I'm loving it.
The question I'm asking, knowledge for others, right? So we know that there is the traditional tarot cards, right?
The
So
Rider-Waite.
yes, the Rider-Waite tarot cards. So what do you think about the individuals who make these other type of tarot cards that don't necessarily utilize cups, wands, pentacles? You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. What
Yeah, like it's people that you could pull the Chris Brown or the Drake card, right? Yeah, right. Right. I feel like it's creative.
Okay.
It's creative. And you can make anything. Like, you can pull stones, pebbles, the traditional playing card deck, and make anything an oracle. If you want to. You like, okay, if I pull this, it means this. So if I have a picked up a clover, and I'm gonna pick all these leaves off, and whatever one I have left, after I go yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, that you can make anything be an oracle, right?
The rose petals, he loves me.
Anything. And he loves me, love me
Anything.
not.
Anything. Absolutely.
Yes. So I asked that question because a lot of times when I do see certain individuals doing tarot,
Right.
if I feel connected to it, then I'll watch it. But instantly, sometimes it's just like, this is like, okay, yeah, I gotta go. There was a young lady, and I just want your take on this, but there was a lady who basically said, comment your name and I'll tell you what zodiac sign is. What do you think about that?
She said, like, just say your name.
Yeah, comment your name and I'll tell you what your zodiac sign is.
I'm just turning on the light so I can see y'all better.
Absolutely.
Okay. No, you good.
I mean, if she see, this is the thing, right? It's all because these arcane esoteric sciences have now come back to the fore. There's a lot of information that's being just amalgamated together. So some people are confused about the distinction between a psychic reading and a tarot reading versus some other type of intuitive reading. Like, some people literally think like I stop it talking my cat. I read birth charts, right? And I have to explain to a lot of people that this isn't a psychic reading.
Yeah.
If I tell you that you have relationships that happen spontaneously out of nowhere and end out of nowhere, and you may all of a sudden find yourself in partnerships with friends, that's based on the fact you have a Venus Uranus in your chart. I'm looking at a placement. I'm not psychically intuiting that. Now, because I'm a Cancer sun with a Pisces moon and a Jupiter and Scorpio, the psychic abilities just come with the situation. But that's not what you pay for. You pay for the reading. Right. So if I'm you know what I'm saying? Like, Right.
You got the
So
knowledge into it.
it's one of those things where she might have been right. She might have. I don't know how you just somebody said my name is Corinne.
I told her my name was Tina. She was like, "Oh yeah, Tina. You know, you're an Aries." No.
And was she right or wrong?
Someone else's name, so
Was she right or
Wrong.
wrong?
She was
Wrong
wrong.
as hell.
Well, see,
But
that's the thing.
it was
We have a whole chart.
She
We have a
was
whole chart.
no, she wasn't doing any of that. She literally said, "Comment your name." She had nothing in front of her. She had comment your name, and I'll guess your sign. Now, to go and circle back with what you said, I went onto my personal page and I did comment my name, and she still got it wrong.
Cat. I mean,
But I've seen her so many times, and when I tell you, it is like thousands of people that go in and they watch her and they this and that, and I'm just like, what are y'all really looking for in these spaces? What are you know what I'm saying? Are you not going internal to find what you need? Because it's you. Come on now.
I'm gonna be honest with you. The majority of people see this is the thing about a birth chart. That is your blueprint.
Yes.
Yep.
Now I understand that in these times, everybody wants to feel empowered. So the concept of manifestation is being grossly manipulated.
Ooh.
Let me tell you how to manifest this and manifest that. The only thing you're going to manifest is what is already written for you in your divine set of instructions called your blueprint. I'm not going to become a pro ice skater because I say, well, I want to that's not in my blueprint. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to go outside of the confines of what has been written for you in that divine contract. Now, a lot of people get mad because they're like, well, what about free will? Yeah. Within certain parameters.
You
right?
chose your parameters,
You
though.
chose it. It was a choice.
Exactly. You chose your parameters. So this whole idea of sign up for my manifestation class, it's a little shaky to me. I'm going to be honest.
Especially where your placements are. And that's why I said some people's bloodline is not meant to manifest the fart. I said what I said, and I'll say it again.
I'm like, you have no teachers in your bloodline, but you're a teacher. You have no history of it. But
Like,
all of a sudden, you're like, oh, I've been inspired. I feel like I have a purpose to do this.
Yeah.
And like, like you said, who told you that?
Yeah. Who said that? You over here talking about money. What's your second house?
Teaching would, I should see that's Jupiter and Sagittarius and the ninth house for teaching. There is no guessing game here. If you're telling me, oh, and here's the real manipulation that's happening with these spiritual quote unquote practitioners.
Please speak. Please speak.
If it doesn't lead you, if whatever they're telling you, advising you, doesn't lead you to circle back to self, something, because most of the time, I'm gonna tell you, as an astrologer and other astrologers have definitely agreed with me on this. Most people come to you to know their birth chart, not really because they want to be in better alignment with the divine instruction that they came in this life, this plane with. They want to know about money, sex, or some combination. That's Taurus, Scorpio. Right. Power, money, sex, when, okay.
Divine connection. Are we a connector? Are we a vibe?
Am I going to get the bag? Am I going to be able to hit that?
Am I getting married?
I'm not judging that though.
I wish she was on our last podcast when we were talking about pulling birth before you start fooling with people.
Yes, pulling your birth chart before you decide, oh, we're getting married.
Oh, I wish you were here. Oh, I wish you were here. Because when they don't listen to us.
They don't.
So now you have a professional.
A professional.
We get downloads of this shit. This is a professional that is coming.
Professional telling you. I'm like, I love when she comes on my video because I'm like, I'm on point. I know it.
That's crazy. Now, there are no accidental meetups, as you know, on this plane.
Yeah, I had to
so somebody comes into your life and you guys end up being married and have 3 kids, or if somebody's in your life for 3 days, you guys had a one-night stand. There was no accidental meetups. You know, we all have divine contracts with people that come into our lives with whom we interact. The problem is we're all deprogramming and we're all unlearning what we were taught about relationships. So you're taught this person not supposed to just come sleep with me one time. This person's supposed to be, maybe they are. I don't know. I got to look at the chart. You know what I mean? Don't tell me that's your soulmate. I'll tell you.
Yo,
Attachment to me.
Told you. All right, go ahead, go off.
Keep going.
Y'all feel me though? Like, and that's not to say I can't. There's layers to it. I don't know if you and this person had some unresolved relationship dynamic from 10 lifetimes ago, and now y'all are revisiting, and you left him the last time, so this time he's leaving you. So I don't know. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I got to look at the data. I can tell you.
She just confirmed everything.
Thank you. Before you got, we literally just had a whole scene on that.
Oh, word?
Yeah, we just had a whole scene on there, and you just hit everything we just said.
Somebody said, what y'all talking about? Somebody really lost.
It's okay. It's okay. We ain't got time to catch up. This is a recorded podcast as well, so if you want to know what's going on right now.
Wow.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, yeah. We stuck on stage.
For the podcast, baby. This information about to be heard by the world.
Oh, okay. Well, then now the people know. You know, you may have a soulmate. You may have 30 soulmates. I don't know. You may not. How about this? What I'm saying is we all got different blueprints, aka different natal charts, aka different divine instructions that we came in here with, aka different storylines, soap operas, or whatever. So you may be meant to have the white picket fence and 2.5 kids and a traditional marriage, which is what society says everybody's supposed to have, right? They say we all supposed to have that. Or maybe you got Venus in Aquarius conjunct the North Node in Aquarius, and you came here to learn about detachment. And you're not here to, or you're here to teach other people about different unconventional approaches to relationships. What I'm saying is that your blueprint is never going to lie. I'm not saying that astrology is the only way you can come into knowledge of self and awareness. You could have a dream and download every truth that you were supposed to access in this lifetime and never open a book about anything. I can't tell you that you don't have that knowledge. I'm just saying that this is an ancient science that I've been studying for decades. So it never fails. So when people say, well, the tarot reader said this, I said, well, I'll be right back. Let me check the astrology, because the tarot should line up. Everything that it doesn't matter, a dream, some sort of other revelation, some sort of download that a person has, the cards, if it's truth, it's going to all line up.
Right.
It's going to all line up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know people, I think tarot, to be honest, is more popular because it's easier to grab a deck of cards and say, this is what the cards are telling me. And nobody's really going to debate you on that.
Right.
But astrology takes a certain degree of study and time. Even though the information is prevalent now, a lot of it is incorrect. A lot of it is just incorrect, you know? So
that separates the people that want to be trendy and the people that actually want to have universal knowledge and really want to practice what they preach.
Exactly.
Yeah, I do. And I'm not anti-tarot, but it's just at this point, it's just so trendy.
Right.
That there's the inauthenticity that I've observed.
And the integrity.
Morals don't went out the window.
The more, if you have a certain moral compass that you live off of, there should be something in you that doesn't, in my opinion, you should feel uncomfortable professing to be able to give guidance to people. And you're not really clear on, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like for me, I know everybody's in different stages of development in their life. There's no right, or you're in the wrong stage, I'm in the right stage. Everybody's where they're at. But the whole how to get your ex back, like, to me, that's a red flag. When a person's doing readings or how to get your ex back or this or how to do this with this, it's always about some other person and telling you what the other person should do, and you designing your whole life based on this other person's mood swing, preference, desire. And that's just, to me, I just think it's destructive and it's counterproductive. I'm not saying you shouldn't want love or to experience a love dynamic with the person who is the object of your desire. That's normal, natural shit. That's human shit. But if you find yourself continually going to a so-called spiritual practitioner because you can't progress in life because you're waiting to find out what this other person wants to do, or if this other person loves you back in the way, I think a lot of y'all out there, I think y'all getting played.
Plan on your suffering. Just plan on your suffering, and taking advantage of your free will. It's messing with you. And it's people are so easily influenced that it's a lack of teachers, and they don't really put people on a platform that are real teachers. They put like a lot of gimmicks out there. A lot of people that got gimmicks. So it was like, oh, she got 1 million followers. She got a good gimmick. So I'm gonna listen to every word she say. But there's another person that's a real practitioner, a real person that studies what they preach. Probably got 10,000 followers, but you're not gonna listen to her. You're not gonna listen to him. You're not gonna listen to their guidance. It's all about the numbers.
And you're saying you think that's deliberate so that people don't have access to the real understanding of self. Because
Everything
once
is
people
misleading.
understand self, then they can't be controlled.
And be controlled, exactly.
They only allow some of my videos to go viral. When I be speaking and then I just went back. They go in and just mute mine. They don't even give me notifications anymore.
That's what I put up. That's why I put that video up, because they've been muting my videos, taking down my videos, telling me that I'm violating policy. Like, how am I violating policy? By telling people to tap out of what people are telling you to do. Another thing I feel that people go to spiritualists and readers and diviners and things like that for is because they're lazy and they don't want to do the work.
How about also, to keep it real, God or whatever, or life in general, already gave you the answer. You just trying to bump into somebody to tell you something different because your ego won't accept the fact that the storyline you've constructed is not the storyline that's meant to happen. Exactly. So you're looking for somebody to tell you. You're not really in it for knowledge of self. You're not in it for knowledge of self that will lead and open the doorway to empowerment. You just want to be told whatever your ego is telling you has to be the way that this shit unfolds. You feel me?
So you're telling me I don't want truth. You telling me I want a fragment of what I want it to be. Whatever is true was been presented to me. I don't agree with that. So I gotta look for something that's more aligned to my bullshit.
Exactly, because you can't handle the truth. You're not ready to look at that reflection mirror for you to heal yourself, for you to go internal, for you to actually understand who you are. You're not ready for that. So what do? You go and you search for person after person after person after person that's going to tell you what you want to hear, to give you a little bit of piece of a hope for you to cling on to the bullshit that was never supposed to be a part of your reality in the first place.
That's right. And you're going to attract them too. You want somebody to tell you what you want to hear? It's so many of them that say, "Oh, the cards say he coming back." What? Yeah, he married with his wife and 2 kids.
Yeah, they about to get divorced and he about to come to you, child. Baby, listen. Oh, girl, listen. Hold on, wait. Look, listen. This is what you got to do. Cash at me another $15, right? And I'm gonna give you the time frame that they gonna come back.
and you gonna meet them too. They out there, left and right. Not meanwhile, not asking you to self-reflect and say, how much time have I devoted to waiting for this man to deliver on what he's been telling me?
Boom.
He's been saying, I'm unhappy in this marriage and I'm gonna leave this marriage. He's been saying that, and he told me, within the last 2 years, but this and that happened. Okay, or better yet, why am I attracted to unavailable people? Well, do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's no self-introspective work being done. Every practitioner, I don't care if they're targeted, they should be assisting you
to do
in
internal
dealing
work.
with self.
Yes.
I'm not saying you shouldn't care about your prospective lover or whatever, but you are the main character in your story.
Like, how am I benefiting you? How am I helping you? Or am I literally causing more suffering for you, giving you the answers instead of telling you, like, the answers lie here? You need to worry about yourself. You're over here projecting. You're trying to manifest something that's not for you.
If it was meant to happen, nobody could stop it. And if it's not meant to happen, it ain't a reader alive that can make it go down. So you might as well get some sleep at night.
Spell, not a nothing. It's not divine. It's not going to last. It's not supposed to. And if you try to spiritually do it, it's going to self-destruct and blow up in your face. It might cause a fatality.
You talking about baneful magic? You talking about that?
Yeah. I'm talking about combined. Yeah.
But think about what we were talking about too. You continue to try to perpetuate these realities and you break your own heart. But then you want to blame somebody else for your heart being broken when it's you breaking your own heart.
Not seeing, though, like, not seeing your role in, it's not saying that the other person getting them off the hook for whatever they doing in the story. Yeah, they might be lying. They might be playing games. Yeah, they're doing whatever they're doing. But you still wake up every day with you. You still are in your body having your experience. You have to be responsible for you despite what that person is doing. You know what I mean? And I feel like there have even been times, see, that's the difference, I would say, between the psychic readings, the intuitive readings, and like astrology, as I do it. I can't say how everybody does what they do, but I'm literally reading the placements of where the planets were when you were born. I didn't put them there. That's where they were from day one when you came out of the womb.
Right. It happened.
It's in the stars. Really, like, what you want me to do with that?
And one thing people need to really understand is planetary hour, right? Like, y'all have to realize that planetary hour is important. So don't come over here talking about, oh, I got his birthday. I want to match up our birth charts. Huh?
I mean, that's the synastry and composite charts. A synastry chart synastry is an astrological word that means compatibility.
Mm-hmm.
So you just take one person's chart.
Suitability. So she's right on.
Talking about compatibility. Okay, go ahead.
Suitability.
She is speaking the same language we've been saying in just astrology form.
Yeah, and if people, everything in life has a chart. Everything born into existence has a chart because the planets were somewhere when that thing was born. It could be a pet. It could be the day you open your restaurant. Like, what's the chart for the first day that my business opens? There's a chart for that. Anything on a calendar that happened in existence has a chart because the planets were somewhere on that day. So if you want to know, well, should such and such and I go into business? Like, somewhere, I don't know your chart and I don't know your chart and y'all don't know mine, but somewhere in all of our charts, this conversation can be pinpointed. Whether it lines up with the transits that are happening right now, like, there's nothing that will happen where the energy cannot be used to confirm what's happening. Like, you can look at everything. Like, your kids chose you and you're in their chart and they're in yours. Mm-hmm. Your parents. So when people are like, this is my soulmate. Yeah, that's true. Your soul and their soul had some type of agreement. There's different types of agreements, though. You know what I mean? Some's like, different levels to reach. Some of it is a lifetime. Some of it, again, is a moment in time. And neither one is right or wrong. And the reality is like, so a lot of times people tell me, well, I think that me and this person, you know, we can't leave each other alone. Da, 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 da. Okay, fine. There's the composite chart. Let me not confuse y'all, because there's different types of charts. The composite chart, a composite chart is when you take one person's chart and another person's chart and you calculate the midpoints. So your sun, their sun, the midpoint. That's the composite sun. Your Venus, their Venus, the midpoint between those two pieces, two Venuses, that's the composite Venus. A composite chart shows why you and that person came together. If for whatever reason, the composite north node in that chart is in Leo, Leo is a sign of love. So if I look at two people, to a couple, their composite chart, and I'm like, oh, they have a north node in Leo and Venus in Leo in this chart. You guys, this is a love relationship. Clearly, love. Leo is love. But if the north node is in Scorpio, I have to tell people, the composite north node is in Scorpio. You guys came to teach each other what it means to let go.
Say it
and
again.
I don't make shit up.
Say it again.
You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
You have no idea how aligned this conversation is. Like, I want you, because like I said, this is a live recording. I want you to, because it's in my bio, it's in her bio too. But go to the podcast and listen to like the first hour of this conversation. You're going to be like.
And even the one, what was the, not the very last one, but the one prior to that?
The synastry chart?
No, the conversation that we had when we were telling people that they needed to pull charts before they just try to gung-ho and be in these relationships and be in these marriages with people and wondering why they were, you know, compatible at one point and no longer compatible now.
I have a saying, no chart, no start.
Say it again.
Put that on the shirt. Put that hashtag.
No chart, no start. And that's not to say that you won't go on and have the experience with this person. I mean, if it was meant for whatever to happen between y'all, that's just what it was going to be. You just knowledgeable. You're just knowledgeable now. Like, I just know. Like, I know you put Venus in my 8th house. So after we have sex, you're going to become controlling, or I'm going to become controlling or possessive. I put Venus in your 8th house, or you put Pluto in my 5th house. Like, this is in the energy. It's in the energy. It's not like, you know, and then there's some people where no matter, I mean, like, for whatever reason, like, after you have sex, it's not going to go beyond a friendship because, you know, that's just who you are to each other. Like, you put maybe a stellium in their 11th house. 11th house is house of friends. You know what I mean? And it's also the house of detachment. So there's, you know, you guys have a detached kind of, like, there's just, the charts will always reveal the nature of the connection and the relationship between you and whoever. And I always tell people, like, you know, it's not, there's no such thing as a good chart and a bad chart. This is what you chose. You know, it's like, it's what you chose. Like, it's not, oh, if I only had Jupiter in the 2nd house, like you said, then I wouldn't have these issues. Yeah, but you would be a whole different person, because that would change everything.
So right. The charts is the ending of suffering. Because we attach ourselves to these ideas or these situations because we don't understand why it's happening in the first place. So we have the information on, oh, this is probably going to happen, or this is possibly that's going to happen, or this was already aligned in the stars. I know how to detach from the situation because it's already been told to me. It's not a surprise to me. I have clarity.
Somebody said, wait, what? We choose?
Oh, I'm not. You choose what, my love? I'm sorry. Because I know you said, what do I need? The other person's birthday, right? And I said, but you're going to need their birthday, location, and time of birth.
Yeah. And if you don't have the time and you just have the day and the year, like, and the location, there's a whole process. Like, when people don't have their birth time, because there was a deliberate movement in these hospitals not to write birth times down on these birth certificates. And that wasn't an accident. you know?
Oh no, because their birth chart is like, the white man's replication of astrology. They was like, we're going to tell you what you are. You're not going to learn it from passed out knowledge, because this knowledge isn't on this platform like you think it is. Like you said, there's a lot of phonies, there's a lot of misleading information. So when you finally have a real conversation or something that really connects to your spirit, like talking to a real guy, the energy is undeniable. Like you probably just feel it in your fingertips. Like, no, this is who I'm supposed to be listening to. This is who I'm supposed to be talking to.
That's true too. Let me say that, like, there's some tarot readers, just based on their energy and their persona, I tune into what they're saying, and whatever message they're delivering, it resonates, and it's speaking to something that I'm experiencing at the time, or something that I have experienced, but that's because there was a resonance with that person. So I do agree with you. You should choose tarot readers, or anyone for that matter. Shit, your fucking primary doctor. You should choose everybody based on the energy.
Everybody,
You have to be drawn to them. You have to have that type of, connection. Like, there is no way that I would ever go to somebody that I don't trust or I'm a side eye to go ahead and pull my energy. It's just not going to happen. Because another thing you have to realize too, is that it can be extremely manipulative. And the reason why I say it can be extremely manipulative is because you can go to somebody who can pull your cards, right? And your cards can come out phenomenal. You can have abundance and blessings and all kind of things coming out. But what they're going to end up telling you, they're going to reverse that card and be like, oh no, you got detriment. You got this, you got that. And then you get so hyper focused on that detriment, and you just keep thinking about it, keep thinking about it, keep thinking about it, keep thinking about it, and be like, shit, everything's going to go wrong. And then it go wrong. But at the same time, you're going to get back into alignment. But literally allowing people to pull your energy is allowing them into your head. That's just the same thing as, like, if you take a shroom trip. If you're taking a shroom trip with somebody, you got to make sure that you can trust them in your fucking head. And I got that from you. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure that you can trust that person in your head.
Definitely.
And people don't realize that. They don't realize that.
Yeah,
Because
you
now
can't
I'm in your
put yourself
head,
out
now I
there.
can control your thoughts. No, go ahead, I'm listening.
No, I was just agreeing with y'all. Like, you shouldn't even want to share your energy with a random person that you're not getting a read on. You know what I mean? Like, you're not picking up a vibe. Like, why would you even put them in your auric field?
Yeah. Jumping from reader to reader is dangerous.
Hold it more sacred. Like we talk about boundaries. This is
Mm-hmm.
not just, it's serious. It's like people have gifts and people can manipulate your energy and literally have you on a spiral that's energy don't even belong to you, but you trust in people with spiritual guidance. That's really deep to me. You don't go to anybody to do your nails. You don't go to any barber. You don't go to just anybody that has sex with, or I would hope not, but you're real selective of how you share your energy. So why wouldn't you do the same with your spirituality?
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
That's just like
Facts.
purebred dog. You ain't gonna go breed it with a mutt. You gonna keep that dog purebred. You gonna see who you going to. You gonna want to see papers. Where's your AKC papers at? I'm not just gonna breed my dog with your dog because you say it's a pit bull.
You
Where's your paper?
said, and allowing people to control your reality.
Exactly.
You're not taking the time to do the inner work. You're looking for answers through other people.
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody has the ability to control a piece of your reality. That's a lot of power to give to people.
It is.
And a lot of people energy is everywhere and don't even know how to call it back.
Right. You're right, my Gemini. It's true, but that's why I spoke on earlier of people being lazy. People wanting just the blueprint. They just want a shortcut. They don't want to work. They don't want to learn. They don't want to study. They don't want to go inside. They don't want to, you know what I'm saying, do the extras that it takes to really be able to do what they need to do. But again, I'm gonna be honest. I said it once and I'll say it again. Everybody's gift is not tarot. I don't care how good you could read a book. I don't care how good you've studied them. A lot of times it's not your gift. I'll be honest with you. I never in a million years would have thought that I would have been doing divination. Never. When I tell you, people are like, oh, no, hell no. It don't resonate with me. It ain't me. It ain't. But I had to also understand that it was the placement of where I was in life. I still did not connect with that part of me because that wasn't the version of me that needed it at that time. When I finally reached that elevation and reached that version of me, the moment that I touched the deck of cards and I started vibrating, I was like, okay, let me see what's going on here. And the person next to me touched me and was like, I can feel your skin pulsing. And after that, I've been dragging people for filth ever since. But that's besides the point.
Triggering people every damn day. Every time you open your mouth.
And it's on purpose, but at the same token, my sole purpose is to help you heal, is to help you grow. I'm always going to tell you that you're going to have to take a step back. You're going to need to cleanse yourself up, cleanse your energy, cleanse your space that's around you. And you really need to start doing a lot of inner work to understand whom it is that you are supposed to be. You got to do.
How about the answers? Because that's what this is all about, going to tarot readers, or it's about getting answers, right? Because you claim you got a lot of questions, but you don't got a lot of answers. How about the answers? I believe are everywhere.
They are. But
I feel like, how about synchronicity happens more frequently and more intensely, in my opinion, the more you raise your vibration, right? So you like, should I do such and such or go? All right, I'm thinking I have the option to take a trip to Philadelphia, but I don't know if I should go, whatever. So you driving on the highway and you see a billboard that says Shaka Khan performing next week in Philadelphia, you know what I mean? Or like, or you turn on the TV and they start, Netflix is showing the movie Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. You got your answer like 2 times already today. You feel me? But if you're not in tune like that, if you're not aware, if you're just kind of on autopilot, you're just kind of a drone, living this robotic autopilot life, you're missing answers that come at you through animals, nature, signs, symbols, numbers. The answers never evade you because the universe does not want you to be ignorant on anything. I feel the universe conspires for your empowerment. I believe that. But depending on where your state of consciousness is, like somebody needed an answer to something tonight and they clicked on this live and that answer came through one of y'all, through something they read in the chat, through something. You always going to get what you need at all times. So this whole, I'm clueless, I don't know what's going on, where's the answers? Let me ask her. Where's the answers? Let me ask him. Where's the answers?
Like,
exactly.
And look around. And
listen.
Be quiet. Be silent. You have no idea.
Is being quiet, being silent, sitting with themselves. Too many people don't want to sit with themselves because in the reality of it, they're not going to like themselves. And they're not really to face that truth.
Or the vibration is just too low.
I can't trust you. You can't sit in silence. You can't sit in silence.
Yeah. If you can't sit in silence.
You need constant noise all the time.
Right. If you can't just detach completely, entirely from the world, plug out, that's a problem.
Well, your frequency is just too low. Like some people, their vibration is just low. And they miss a lot because they miss, you know what I mean? If the planet itself, the frequency of the planet has been elevating like consistently for a while, but it's going up. We know this. The Schumann resonance, whatever, it's the vibration of the planet is moving up. So because you are an occupant of the planet, like you're renting space here, it's not a given, you know what I mean, that you got to be here. You know what I'm saying? The planet is going to continue to exist long after we're not in the physical. So we're occupying space here. You have to be a resonator with the planet. So if you're yeah, you got to resonate with the planet. The planet can evict you. That's your landlord. Like you're not energetically on par with where the planet is going. So that's why it looks like there's a purge that's taking place. Is that, what do y'all think about that?
Oh,
I
Thanos
agree.
snap.
Me and him, right? Literally, that's what we've been calling it. The Thanos snap is
We
boom.
call it the Thanos snap. Like, gotta go.
It's time. Like we like when I tell you that you are confirming everything that we have been talking about for months. For months we've been saying these things. And you came in and you are confirming every single thing on the head.
And she did it with astrology.
With astrology. I'm
Wow.
you
What?
just literally, if you, I promise, if you were to go back and just listen to a fraction of our podcast from this season, you would be like, wow, I was just talking about that. Wow, we were just saying that. Wow. We literally
She
have
summed up. She summed up the whole season. The whole
right.
season in
She
astrology.
she did. She wrapped up the whole season, like the things that we've been telling y'all. And that's like she already went into the expectations versus, you know what I'm saying, like your preferences. It's written.
It's
All that don't
written.
matter.
Literally already told you it was already written. And
It
you was
don't
like,
matter.
now you still searching for these questions. I was like,
Your preferences
you
versus your
don't want the answer. You don't want the answer like you think you do. Because if
exact.
you did, you'll get when you receive the answer or the truth, you'll accept it.
Hmm. So I have another question for you because it goes to the last portion of what we were going to talk about, which is experiences versus lessons, right?
Mm.
So in your opinion, if we can, of course, wrap that in a nice, beautiful, lovely bow, because people like pretty shit for some reason.
Yep.
Um, even though the words are ugly, it's in a bow, so it makes it pretty, right? When it comes to the experiences versus lessons, would you be able to highlight or to even go into people that come into your life as a lesson and how to detach from that lesson? Because sometimes people be like, oh, he hurt me, he beat me over the top of my head, oh, she cut me, but we gonna be together.
So you mean how you can move on
Mm-hmm.
after that lesson has been so-called completed,
Yes.
as opposed to being fixated on extending it?
Yes.
Well, that would be detachment.
Mm.
And people confuse detachment with apathy.
Mm.
Detaching doesn't mean you don't care. You can absolutely care about someone and be detached, right? Because what people often experience with these lessons is you were invested in a particular outcome. For those people who study the art of detachment, and all of you people who are Aquariuses and have Aquarius prevalent in your chart, Aquarius is the sign of detachment, right? And as you know, in the Bible, we talk about being the water bearer. That's all Aquarius, because it's not a water sign, it's an air sign, but the symbol for Aquarius is the water bearer. So the water bearer is basically disseminating, sharing, giving out knowledge, awareness. That's what it is. Aquarius. It's a sign of the collective. We're in the age of Aquarius, which is knowledge. Aquarius is knowledge, it's freedom, it's detachment, it's a lot of things. There's millions of
Mm-hmm.
keywords for every planet, sign, and house. But to answer your question about detaching, you have to divest from your attachment to the outcome that you were fixated on. Once you
Expectations.
divest from your attachment to this outcome that you were, like I said, fixated on, you're like, this is the only way this story can play out. Once you do that, what people don't understand is that you were zeroed in on one possibility, but there is a universe of possibilities.
Multiverse is a thing. Ooh, big,
Exactly.
big, big.
So I'm not insensitive to people who have difficulty letting go of an idea, a plan, a lover, an experience. I'm not saying you're wrong or you're weak because you're struggling with that. I mean, there was something, like you said, the word lesson, there was something for you to extract from that experience.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no right time frame. Some people are over something in a week. Some people are still crying about the same person 6 years later. I know Cancer.
Some people be like,
I know.
reset.
I get
Like,
it.
dang.
Don't beat yourself up and don't be like, well, I'm more evolved than this. I'm not supposed to be fixated on Sheila for 3 years straight. Like, no, like if that's where the lesson is and that's the contract that you and Sheila had, you know, y'all got Venus conjunct Saturn in the center street. Venus is relationships, Saturn is contracts and long-term agreements. I don't know. That's like, I don't know. Like, again, I look at the data to try to confirm what the relationship is between people, but don't beat yourself up. Go through it. You know, there's a book that I read years ago called Working on Yourself Doesn't Work. It was a bestseller. And the concept behind the book, Working on Yourself Doesn't Work, means that if you cry about it 50 times, if you let the pain surge through your body, if you just allow yourself to have the full experience of the regret, the guilt, or whatever, at some point, it's going to run its course. At some point, like think about something you cried about, to one incident in your life you cried about, and you don't cry about it no more. At some point, there was a last day that those tears stopped. The concept of the book is that if you allow the experience to complete itself, it will eventually fade into memories because you allowed it to happen. But when you are fighting the crime, when you're avoiding the pain, when you're denying the hurt, that's when it keeps surfacing. And that's when you get triggered. Because I looked and I saw it. She posted that picture and I got triggered because and the caption said, "You will never find another me." And I got triggered when
So instead of allowing it to become a memory, you keep making it replay into your reality.
Yes.
Over and over again, probably another person, another experience, the same lesson, another person, because you still choose to refuse to learn the lesson. So it's a repeated one, and now you wonder why every retrograde kicking your ass.
The epitome of feel your feelings, but do not live in them.
Allow them to surface and do whatever they do. I mean, as I have what they call a grand water trine in my chart, meaning I have all 3 water signs in my chart. I have Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So I'm going to tell you to feel. I'm not going to tell you not to feel. You know what I mean? I'm going to tell you to feel because I feel like that's destructive when you deny that your feelings are what they are. I'm not saying if you feel like knocking on your ex's door and blowing her brains out because you can't get over that, you know, the cheating or whatever. I'm not telling you to do that. But I'm saying that sit with your feelings. If you can't sit with your feelings comfortably or it's too overwhelming, go to someone else. As my day job, I'm a guidance counselor, right? So I'm kind of an advocate for therapy too. And I know people, I'm not saying every therapist or mental health practitioner is the right one for you. You know, just like we said with anybody else, you got to pick and choose, right? But go to therapy and have somebody assist you with how you struggle with those emotions. And go to therapy. If you're not able to rely on your own strength, because sometimes that's the place people have to get to as well, admitting I can't do this by myself. I don't know how to not be pissed off. I don't know how not to cry about this. I don't know how not to feel like a failure. Go to someone else. There's group therapy, you know, where you will be in a room of 6 people and you'll be talking to 5 other people that have been through exactly what you've been through, except it was 10 times worse. And you're like, damn, I thought my shit was bad. You know, I can't.
Right.
You speak it. No, that's true.
I'm saying that there's options, but I'm going to be real with you. And this is going to sound generic, and I don't want to, you know, give you the generic self-help talk. But one of the best, I think, most empowering strategies that you can employ in the effort to heal is to become emphatically, unapologetically in love with yourself. All the places that you want to go on, oh, I got this place I want to go on the map. I want to visit that. I want to do it. Oh, I want to wear those I want to go shopping and get that for my wardrobe. Buy it. Become so enthralled with self. I know people like, well, because in society, we were gaslighted in believing that, well, if you're really, really enamored with self, you're a fucking narc.
Right.
And not necessarily, right?
Or you
No. Be selfish. Be like, practice radical selfishness. And I mean that in a constructive way, not to where you're violating other people and stepping on other people's toes and being lack of concern for other and empathy. I'm not saying that. That's narkish. Lack of concern and violating other people to see other people fall and fold. That's snark. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the way that you loved this person. And that's not to say they didn't have those qualities that you genuinely love, but the way you love them, you're going to have to find all the reasons why you should be giving that same love to yourself. Because when we fall in love with other people, what are we falling in love with? What they reflected back to us I believe this, what we love about ourselves, that we saw mirrored back in that person, or what we felt like we lacked that they had, that we became enamored with. But nonetheless, I feel like it gets so complicated, and I hate sounding insensitive because I know it is possible. Like, some people can't move beyond the investment on an emotional and mental level that they had in another person. But I feel like it's life telling you, when you attract those experiences, it's life telling you where you were not giving that to self. When it's unhealthy, though. I'm saying when it's unhealthy, not if you love someone and the experience is rewarding and it's fortifying you on every level. I'm talking about when it's destructive. And for some reason you cannot sever that investment or connection. And again, like it's, and I don't know if it's good or bad, it's karmic. Not good or bad karma, just karma. Like, it's karmic. Like, right? Like, after, think about all the love experiences that we had, and we're not the same person after those relationships. Like, those relationships changed us on every level. That's karma. Like, we had to go through it. But I always tell people, like, my children are all adults. I don't have any minors. I'm not picking anyone up from after school programs. My youngest son is a sophomore in college. Okay. And my oldest son has a family. So, like, married. So I don't have any small children. But I always tell people who have small children, train your kids or teach them now. No one that you will ever love will be more important than your freedom, your sanity, your balance, your sense of well-being on every level, holistically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, financially. No one. If you walk in that room and your wife is in bed with another man, you do not go grab a Glock and now your kids are without a father because you're in jail. They're without a mother because you killed her. No, no one is worth that. Let her have that experience. And you decide what you want to do from there, whether you walk out, because that's one woman. There's 6 million other women you have not met.
You read my book? Because that's a whole scene in my book.
Right. But how many people are in jail right now? How many people are in the graveyard right now because of some attachment or investment they had to some situation? There's some man in jail right now that's like, I'm sitting in this cell because I flipped out over what was happening with that woman. And now this situation is blocking me from having relationships with countless other women, right?
You let this one woman put you in the dirt forever. Are you serious?
Like,
That's
bro,
some strong cooch right
just
there.
wrong.
That's
But people in this society, am I right or wrong?
You're right.
They like that is the thing because we all grew up on soap operas and reality shows and love songs and R&B hooks that talk about, you know what I'm saying? I can't, Tony Braxton, I can't breathe again. Whatever it is, you
Yeah.
remind me of my Jeep. I don't know, like,
Yeah.
you know, like we grew up on that. So
Preferences
everything in
that
society has
built.
been training you through music and entertainment and film to not love you first.
Yes. Yes.
So train your kids. I don't care about that crush you got on him. I
At
don't
all.
care about how much you love her. I don't care about, at some point, they will never be worth you losing life, freedom, health, and well-being. Let anybody go. Train your kids now. I'm a guidance counselor. I have not tell you the sixth graders, seventh graders, fifth graders that come in talking about he's cheating on me. What?
Right. Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Going
I
through
Because
think
they
going
that
through
care.
adult ass problems because
yeah.
that's what they hear. That's what's being taught. That's what's being
Yep.
presented into their energy. That's the frequency that's being pushed. So yeah, it's affecting them.
And we were literally talking about the things that you are surrounded by, the music that you listen to, your everyday encounters will shape your preferences and the things that you go after. Erase them from
Literally programming your mind.
programming you.
Mm.
Yeah, your diet is not just the food on your plate. It's the music coming through your speakers. It's what you're watching, what you're listening
Yeah,
to, everything.
yourself
So
to
you're being programmed, as they say, you know, television program. You're being programmed subliminally, constantly. Unless, you know, I feel like if you raise your frequency high enough, like some of these things just don't, they
and
don't affect
It don't phase you. Like
you. Yeah,
certain people could listen to this conversation and understand what we're saying. The other people is just they lost or they tune out because like this is not on my frequency. I'm
yeah,
not on that. I'm not
or
on
they're
this healing. I'm not on this healing journey bullshit
yeah,
detachment shit they talking about. Fuck that. That nigga mine. You all gonna be mine for the rest of my life, and that's what I said.
exactly. They on that ego trip. Okay,
You
do
got it.
your thing,
And let me
baby.
know how long that works out for you.
Do your thing,
it
baby.
took me a long time. Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and I know I'm older than both of you guys. And it took me years to get to a place where you cannot phase me. If I walk in and you have another woman, you know, laying on the couch or whatever, and I'm like, oh, I'll be like, well, I guess she plays a role in his story.
Yeah,
And
you
whether or not I want to continue my role in the story, that's my choice. Or whether or not I want to exit stage left or whatever, but I'm not stressing myself out. I'm not losing hair, sleep, weight, or nothing over no other person. That's just a fact. Now, again, I'm a seasoned adult. You become an adult in astrology when you cross 28. I know in the man-made world, you're an adult at 18, but in astrology, when you have your Saturn return, that's when you become an adult. You cross the threshold into adulthood. I had a Saturn return years ago. Okay, so I'm not. I'm supportive and understanding. I know how you go through different phases in different chapters of your adulthood, and I get that. But I'm what they call an empty nester. I don't know if you
Mhm.
guys know about that. That means
Yeah,
everybody's out
I'm
the house.
almost. I'm almost. My oldest just turned 18. I'm almost there.
And then, of course, he or she is going to be able to come back in when they feel like it. You're not going to just put
Sure.
them out
Oh
and
no, no,
say,
no, no.
"Oh,
Oh no.
yeah,
I have him build, have him save, and I told him whenever you feel that you are ready, then you venture out into the world. So if you don't feel that you are ready for the world, regardless of what I have taught you, the things that I have instilled in you, if you're just like, Mom, I'm not ready, then I am definitely not going to be like, yeah, you gotta go. No. I mean, if I
right."
do, I'll
No,
see your daddy, but you know,
let's try. Let's
you
what went
run on
wrong?
back
You know,
in.
come on, let's talk about it.
Yeah. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Absolutely. So the empty nester phase for me is like, going to Miami for 3 days. And I go, oh, I'm going to, like, I don't have to babysit anymore. I don't, like, so I'm in a different phase. What I'm saying is that be conscious of the phase of your life you're in. You know what I mean? And I just happen to be in this phase where there is a radical freedom that I'm enjoying after years of being in child support court and family court and dealing with, you know, years of that type of stuff. And so not having to deal with that anymore is like, now to be stressed out about mundane shit, it just doesn't match my frequency. Does that make sense? Like,
Yes, it does. Perfectly.
Speaking like Miles, right? Because like you just described, not allowing people to trigger you. So that means no one can control your emotions and control your reality.
I'm gonna be honest too, and I know you guys probably talked about this on one of your podcasts. I observed that, okay, sexual discretion, right? Not necessarily celibacy, because I'm not advocating for that, but I've learned, like, I noticed that containing my power increased my magnetism to a degree where I became more magnetic to opportunity, currency, like actual, you know, fiat currency, like, but currency overall, like worth as in currency. Because people don't understand, to bring astrology into it real quick, that Taurus and Scorpio, Taurus being money, resources, value, your self-worth, and Scorpio being other people's money, values, the opposites. But that is the sex value axis. So your level of self-value, it is directly related to not only your sexual prowess, but who you have sex with can actually affect your bank account.
Thank you.
Who you don't have sex with, and who you do have sex with, is related to your actual money and currency. Your worth.
I give you a prime
and your
example.
actual
She's not. I would give you a prime example, and I don't care. I had sex with someone that was like on a darker energy, and as soon as I left that experience, $3,700 was removed from my bank account. Something just magically, IRS just like, oh, you owe this money. Boop. I was like, came out of left field. First of all, the tax was already taken out my income tax already, so I didn't know I even owed any more taxes. So I'm like, where the fuck is? And you just said that, and I'm just like, damn.
I'm not saying that I'm not advocating for celibacy or sex. Either you kind of got to use your own judgment on that. But I will say this: when you hold that currency, sometimes like you become very powerful. Yeah. Very powerful. Like, don't get it twisted. Just like you said, you could sleep with a certain person and value starts leaving your life. You could sleep with somebody and value comes in. You sleep with the right woman. That's like money in the bank. And the right man. And if you don't have the right woman, the right man, sleeping with nobody and just containing that energy can almost be better than sleeping with. It definitely is better than sleeping with the wrong person. And I'm talking about just by you being a powerful being yourself. We're electromagnetic beings. Right. So something gets exchanged every time there's sex that happens between people. Energy comes and goes. Men are electric, we're magnetic, we're giving. So ladies, you sleep with the wrong dude, he pulls on your energy. Next thing you know, this nigga's getting money and you broke. You're like, what happened? Did y'all talk about this on the podcast?
Yes, we did. She running it.
And then, like I said, I want her to go through the fight and just break everything down in astrology.
Everything. At this point, she just wrapped it up in a bow. Everything that we've been talking about, everything that we've been telling y'all, everything that we've been trying to get you guys to understand. Even when people was telling us that we crazy. Even when people was just
all three of us can't be lying. Come on now. Don't do that.
Oh, they
Oh,
challenged you?
yeah. Oh, listen, people hate us. People hate us, honey. People do not like it. And what's crazy, and I don't know if you've ever seen this, and you probably have because you're a professional. You would do. Me and him have the same chart, same houses, same placement, same. You see, copy, paste, copy.
What? Wow.
Never seen that before.
Same
I,
sign.
I'm like, what the hell does that even
Wait a minute,
mean?
hold on. All three of us have the sun in Cancer?
Yes. No, no,
Yeah.
no. My son is
No,
Capricorn.
no, hers is
My
Capricorn.
ascending is Cancer.
Oh, so you're a Cancer rising. Your first house Cancer. Okay, we all right. We have the sun in Cancer. Our sun is in first house in solar chart, and you're a Cancer ascendant in the natal. Yeah. So,
Yeah.
welcome to the crab party.
I'm a part of the cool kids club.
Mm-hmm. It's lit over here. It's lit over
So
here.
now
But
I will
now,
tell you guys, Jupiter is going back into Aries.
Mm.
It was retrograde. It was in Pisces. That's done. It's going back into Aries. And I'm saying this to y'all because there's Cancer risings and Cancer suns. Jupiter will go in your 10th house. Your career is about to go to levels that, or just your public persona, career, what you do in the professional sector of your life in the public is going to greater levels. Just so you know, I'm just putting that out there to you.
Yeah.
So you know that over the next couple of
receive.
months.
You ready to rise up?
Mm.
We got the same
All right.
house, same everything. We look. You ready? Let's go.
Out of this boy.
Love it. Yes.
Just so you
Yes.
know.
Yes.
No,
Love that. Love that. Thank you for that. That was confirmation because I think we was talking about that too. So thank you.
it makes sense. I'm like, okay. Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Expect everything that comes with it too, you know? Everybody ain't gonna clap for you, but who cares?
We know that they don't clap for us now, baby. They
I
just
don't care. That ain't who I don't even focus on.
they
That
go
ain't what my energy on.
right. Then they
Right,
go
Because
right,
I'm at this
right.
point, I'm like, you gonna catch it later. It's gonna be 2, 3 years
right.
later. You'll catch it later.
If it ain't now, it's gonna be at some point. So it
You'll
doesn't
catch it
matter.
later.
Circle back. So
Yeah.
yeah, love
But
it.
you know, not for nothing.
Follow
We get
her.
we get a lot of that. We get a lot of hate anyway.
There we go. I'm trying
We
to
get
follow.
love,
There
so
we go. Okay, there we go. I just followed you because I'm like, I gotta follow her because the way she
Oh yeah,
just
everybody.
up that we
First of
over here
all,
talking about
follow
in the
everybody here.
well, pretty little
Follow
yeah,
bird.
everybody here.
I'm definitely following. I don't. I'm still learning TikTok. I'm not gonna lie.
It's
I'm
cool.
still learning it. Like I don't like these things, these icons on the screen and stuff. I'm still learning. Like I've been on the gram. I was on the gram. You know, what I mean, I'm still on the gram.
Yeah.
But you know, I was more of a gram person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't gonna lie when people talk about, oh, at the end of the year they have those corny conversations. What was some of your highlights of 2022? I ain't gonna front.
Doing that shit.
TikTok. I'm like really grateful for TikTok because I love the transparency. I love the commit. Well, hashtag spiritual TikTok. You know what I mean? I'm not in these other niches or whatever, but like it's just a level of commitment to information and community that I'm like, ooh, the gram can't really fuck with that. Like,
He can't. He
Yes. Yes.
can't. He can't at all.
Yeah.
And soon I came across your page. I'm like, oh, this is somebody I can learn from. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I even finished listening to the rest of your video. Like I don't even remember what you was talking about. Somebody in their astrology chart, and I was just like, I ain't never heard nobody break this shit down like this.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Favorite.
I felt the same way. Like you always come on my For You page, and I was like, I like how he don't give a fuck what these people think. Because you know what the whole Kanye debacle? It was you and Cosmic Paradox. You know Cosmic Paradox, right?
Yeah.
Y'all
That's
had the post. Yeah, Rakia. Here's the crazy thing. I know her since Facebook, but didn't know her name was Cosmic. Like I didn't make people have different names on different platforms.
right. Yeah.
But she was Rakia on Facebook like years ago. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, duh, made the connection. But y'all talked about just this whole identity thing
Yeah.
with melanated people and how the Kanye situation, and then, you know, I was like, yeah, this is priceless.
Oh, yeah, I'm still
I'm
shadow banned,
officially.
so I'm not gonna be on nobody For You page for a while because I'm still shadow banned.
Why?
Well, I kind of triggered the Christians, so yeah.
Yeah. This is
Wait,
controversial as
what
hell.
you told them? Hell doesn't exist or something?
Well, I mean, they were talking about different verses and different things in the Bible. And I made it very clear. I was like, you got to realize I made like a little skit that was talking about demons. You know how your perception or your persona of demons is false. And also when, they try to be these hardcore Christians talking about, oh, my family, my grandma, my this has gone on to be with the Lord, but the Bible clearly tells you that the dead don't praise the Lord. So what you talking about?
Mm.
Oh yeah,
So
she
it's
went
just
there.
like debunking and giving their information back to them. But now you have to make it make sense. Now it's time for you to show and prove. You continue to tell us spiritualists that crystals are evil and it's this and it's that and it's this and it's that. But when resin and crystals and everything else was used in your Bible, but we're evil. That's interesting. Let's go to, a lot of people, Psalms has people in a chokehold, but I beckon people to venture outside of Psalms. Get yourself into Ecclesiastes, get yourself into Exodus, And so when I was speaking on it, oh baby, they was mad. And especially the fact that I did a skit about it, so it made it funny. Oh, they was real pissed. I've been shadow banned ever since. I
They
think I've had
reported
one
you?
video. Oh, I was
They
definitely,
report.
I was
Mass
reported.
reported.
My videos have been taken down. A lot of them, they just removed sound. Even when there's had no music, they've removed sound telling me that I violated policy and all kind of stuff. Like they have came from, like, it got to the point where I'm like, I'm just not even going to post on here anymore. And when I stop posting for between 7 and 14 days, they start to push my old content.
Wow.
TikTok automatically starts to push my old content. So there was one video that I've had ever since then that actually went viral, and that was the video about the morgue. The one when it was the mortician talking off of the Midnight Gospel. That's it. That's all they gave me. Other than that, anytime I'm talking about any type of real life, anytime I'm talking about relationships, anytime I'm talking about accountability, it goes nowhere. I had a video
And
that sat there for 6 hours under review. The video sat there for 6 hours saying that it was under review. So I couldn't share the video. Nobody could see the video until they were done reviewing it. And it sat there for 6 hours from the time that I went to sleep, from the time that I woke up.
That grinds my gears. You know why? Because nobody really. Here's the thing I have with the Christian community. If you're really happy with how your beliefs are playing out in your life and you feel that your God is satisfied with how you practice, why are you so fucking mean to everybody? Like, if you're happy with your life, why are you so mean? You know what I think? And somebody pointed this out, I saw on YouTube a while ago. I think they have a very deep-seated jealousy because they want to be able to tell you, because you don't subscribe to their doctrine, that your life should be a mess, that you shouldn't be having abundance, you shouldn't be having fulfillment, you shouldn't be having balance, you shouldn't be attracting blessings. They want to be able to tell you that, but they can't tell you that.
Right.
They can't tell you that. So they're jealous. You know why? Because maybe what the fuck you're doing is working better than what they're doing.
Right.
So they're envious of you. So they got to try to silence you and shut you down. If what you doing is working, I'm not even paying attention to what, you know what I'm saying? Like, if
You are
I'm
not
happy with how my life is unfolding,
you
why
are
I'm
not
going to be fixated
actor.
on trying to shut you down?
Mm-hmm.
They're jealous.
don't sound like healing to me.
At all. Don't sound like turning the other cheek either.
You're jealous. They want to tell you that what you believe is not real and your life should be a mess and you should be unhealthy and unhappy and whatever. They want to tell you that, but
They
they
want
can't say that. So that means that the God that they say is the God of all things actually favors you and cares about you, or is working in your life. That God force is working in your life. So that means that something's wrong or missing in what they're subscribing to, because you're not supposed to have favor. You're not supposed. So really, what is it? Is it that my crystals, my astrology, my meditating, my sun gazing, is it that I can see the tangible results of what I'm doing, and you over there claiming that you're faithful to a set of beliefs and a doctrine, but you really ain't seeing nothing pop from that. Or what's really happening is, am I lying though? They haters.
No, right? Because let's not act like they wasn't following the stars to see Jesus. But you don't like astrology, like they didn't have frankincense and myrrh, which is a resin. Oh, okay. Go off then. I mean, it's like they gonna have a real big issue when they figure out ain't nobody coming to save you.
It's just funny because this is where you're at right now. Like we're here, and we're gonna be there,
Right.
and you're still gonna be talking, and they're not gonna be able to silence you at all.
Ever.
And that's gonna be the bigger problem right there. I'm like, damn, she done hit a platform where she ain't going nowhere. It's gonna be a problem for the rest of it.
Right. It's like but I'm the problem.
Like, all I'm doing is healing one soul at a time, my baby. What do you want from it? What
Right.
you want?
I'm considered problematic. And let's not talk about the lady that told me that I was gonna die and be killed by my lover because I have red hair, because it's against God.
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
they come up with the
They
strangest
come up with
things.
the craziest things like, oh, you have red hair, you're going to be raped and murdered. What? You have red hair, so you're going to be considered a Jezebel. Ma'am, I don't give my coochie to nobody. What is you talking about?
But there are people that are born with red hair. What are
My
they?
baby,
I'm confused.
my child to be exact. She had red hair.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, when I tell you I had this whole woman up and down, up and down, up and down my TikTok, and when I reported her, TikTok did nothing about her. She was basically threatening my followers. She was telling them that they're gonna die, and it was one of my followers who is non-melanated. I love everybody, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no issue with nobody. She's non-melanated. She was there. She was like, "Why are you here? You're white. You're a colonizer. You shouldn't even be on this page. You don't even belong on this planet." And like going in talking about you should die, your children should die. I blocked her, so I don't know if she still has an account. But yeah, and I did. I ended up making a response video to her and was very, very clear that I'm not about to play with you. Go find you something safe to do. I'm a child of Saturn. Find something safe to do.
Right.
So I'm just like, come on now. Really? She did. She was like, you're going to listen to me and you're going to just link with me, sis. We got to talk. We got to make sure we change that hair so that you thrive in love and this and that. And I'm like, girl, I am love. Stop playing with me.
Man, like she gave me the vibe. You give me vibe like she throw blood on your fur coat.
I'm just like, child, listen. I tell people all the time, y'all go low, I dig grace. Which one you want? I don't bother nobody and I don't want to be bothered. But the moment that you bother me, there's no shutting the door until I get tired. And because I am a Capricorn, I don't get tired. I don't get tired. We work too much. We work too hard.
Sleep. Matter of fact, when the last time you? Never mind.
Can we?
Yeah,
You ain't got to
yeah.
do it right now.
Okay, yeah.
You sleep
Don't
enough.
sleep on there being a thin line between religious fanaticism and mental illness.
That is
Mm,
fact.
mm,
That is facts.
mm.
My best friend said they're all batshit.
Look, what you just told me about the hair and the whatever, that a lot of people are masquerading as religious, but really they just one can short of a six pack. Like you need to really sign up to get like major therapy. Like you need some, maybe I don't even advocate for medication,
Just get
but you need something to balance out those.
Just get the jab.
whatever's going on up
I mean,
here.
it's an illness. Something's going on. It's like you're not
Yeah.
okay.
Because it's like for you to come to me, literally, when I tell you this woman came out of nowhere, I don't know you, lady. I don't
You know,
know
I
you,
don't think she
lady.
was real. Now we think about it, she don't sound like she was a real person.
Well, I mean, she had video, like she was literally like she had videos to where she was opening the Bible, reading to her own understanding certain scriptures, telling women, "Oh, you're gonna die. You all are some Jezebels, and this is that." Like literally, like when I tell you going in, she was stitching other people's videos, like really just going hard in the paint on people that she had no idea, she did not know. All of her content was like, yeah, come on and get Bible study. We're going to talk about this. And the Spirit God said, and, and I'm like,
Is that the woman that said she tried spirituality?
And the Bible is a whole astrology
mm-mm.
book.
That part. The Bible was the biggest book of spell ever written if you know how to use it. Stop playing.
Mm-hmm. He said, how we get you on here? You an Instagram baby.
Me? Who? What? Huh? What?
I'm just reading
Wait.
the comments.
He said, how?
I will put this off. How we get high on here? She an Instagram baby.
Them
Ah!
demons.
They know. They pulling my card. Who said that? Somebody probably followed me. Who said that?
Oh, you a Capricorn rising? Yeah, no, I'm a Capricorn sun. My
We
birthday is
lit.
this month. Yeah, the Bible is the biggest book of spells ever written. And if you know how to use it, it'll work in your favor.
Currently in Bible study. I'm in astrology 101 and Bible study. I tell people, I'm like, I don't know shit.
I'm telling you,
I, t-
that's be your tone
I
when you
tell
tell
people all the time.
there's everything.
Definitely. I'm definitely like not. I'm not anti Bible at all. The scriptures are.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of ancient wisdom. It's just these people have distorted it, and they don't really know what they're reading or what they're talking about. Like, you can't. You definitely can't read the Bible, I believe, with a nursery school mind.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you got to get the older versions. Like, stop trying to get these new age versions where they're trying to translate shit and translate it into what it is that they want it to be.
And understand
It-
astrology when you read it. I'm learning they go
exactly.
hand in fucking hand. So like you're not really gonna understand the
Yeah.
Bible in its entirety unless you know some form of astrology.
Yep.
It's
And that's
impossible.
when my Gemini says what rubs me is how they expel demons with the Holy Ghost. Baby, do you not realize that half of them demons is angels? The only reason that they are called demons is because they went against the grain. Notice how when you're called a demon, if you're not doing what somebody wants you to do, when you don't do what a Christian wants you to do, you're considered a demon. It's the same concept. A lot, and I do encourage people to study demonology as well, because it's not what you think. Everybody think that there's these big badass energies that's gonna just ruin your life and XYZ. No, half of them got wings and fucking halos.
What
I
do you
mean, you
think
don't
about the
know.
after school Satan club? What do you think about that?
The after school Satan club. I mean, shit.
Oh, you ain't hear about that?
I mean, I haven't heard of it, but if they're talking about demonology and whom they are and how they operate and stuff like that, I would support it because you need to understand you need to understand all forces that you are going to come across. I do not believe in leaving children, adults, old people, whatever, spiritually ignorant. Because when you are spiritually ignorant, you are open and available for anything, especially if you are on social media.
You won't even know. You won't even be able to recognize it when you see it.
At all.
I'm like they casting a spell. You wouldn't know
You would have no
because
idea from the things
you
that people.
blocked yourself off from that knowledge and information because it's been demonized.
Mm-hmm. How they talking to you, certain word placements. You better listen. It's called spelling for a reason.
It's just that some people, their demons are in the driver's seat. That's
Mm,
just the issue. It's like everybody has low and high vibrational expressions of
mm-hmm.
various energies. Some people are just more tapped in to the lower expressions of, or their root chakra is more active than their crown, or what I mean, their sacral is more active than their throat. Like, you can tap into any frequency of
Right.
any vibrational energetic signature, right? But some people are just run by certain frequencies and we consider to be low vibrational, and that's what we refer to as demons. I feel like you are accessing different expressions of different energy signatures at all times. Different times. There's a time when you should be more root chakra, then you should be heart chakra. There's a time when you should be more heart chakra, you know what I mean, than pineal gland. It's just knowing when to exercise the energies, right? And what to tap into. I think angels, demons are all just vibrational energies.
Yeah.
And some people, the angels run their life, and some people, demons run their life. It is just a matter of what you want to tap into. That's what do you guys think about that?
And it's all purposeful. It all has this placement.
It's definitely purposeful. And one thing I would like to just kind of add to that, right, is where people always think that demons are low vibrational. You actually have some demons that are smarter than angels. You have some demons that'll get work quicker for you than some angels will. And they actually do. They teach learning. You have some demons that teach astrology. Like, let's be honest about it. Whenever you conjure these energies, they do tap into your root chakra. So it depends on where you are, how you feel energy, as to where they're coming in and how they're coming in and what you are allowed to know, because everybody ain't allowed to know everything. But it's really about the educational aspect of it and having that balance. And some people, unfortunately, and I'm just going to use this word just because it means unknowledgeable, but some people are just really ignorant to that. The moment that they hear the word demon, they automatically reject it. But let's be clear. If in all occult sciences, when you were looking at everything, technically Jesus would have been a demon, because he was resurrecting the dead. He was turning wine, water into wine.
That's why you get kicked off TikTok. That's why you get kicked off TikTok right there for that shit right
there. Okay. I'm gonna stop. Okay.
Oh yeah, Christian TikTok is not gonna. So you're saying that the exercising of magic, you're saying, because raising Lazarus from the dead or transforming water into wine, which we all know is metaphoric. We know all of that stuff was not literal. These are allegories.
Right. But that's by their theology, though. By their theology of it, technically, Jesus would have been a demon.
Oh, based off what they said.
Right.
So they describe what a demon is.
Based off of what their thought process was. Because we know it's allegory. Like, we know that, right? But they don't know that yet. They don't.
I'm glad you said yet. We got hope.
Are you saying that because he was a rebel?
He was definitely a rebel. He went against the grain. He was definitely a rebel. Because just by all standards, technically, if it's in their theory of what he was doing, would have been witchcraft, which in their case, they feel is demonic.
Okay, I see what you mean now.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's easy to say that Jesus was a necromancer and a witch, which y'all feel is demonic. But they're not ready for that conversation. That's why they don't like me. But understand, like, this is coming from a person who grew up in the church. When I tell you I was a PK who married a PK. Okay, literally grew up in the church. Read the Bible multiple times and was damn near
cosmic Jesus over here. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, bro.
I'm just saying, just being honest. They don't listen. They like to lean to their own understanding. You know, the Bible said don't do that.
Definitely. It's crazy. There's a woman on TikTok. I know you guys follow her. Her whole mission is deconstruction of Christianity. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My girl.
She's bringing people out of the church.
Big capital.
And demystifying. Yeah, her page is crazy too. Her page is bugged up. Like, she's dope. She's dope as well. And there's another woman, I forget her name, but she was saying, she's talking about how, oh man, this people gonna be bad, but she was talking about how the whole idea of the fall of Satan, Lucifer, right? how she felt God was the demon and the narc, because he said, you can't worship anyone but me, or something to that effect. She was talking about how she felt like Lucifer was, I can't, I don't even want to
But
I ain't gonna butcher it.
I know exactly what you're talking about. I literally had that conversation. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
But
That's
what
touchy.
I said, it was such, and that's why I started off with saying, like, religion is the foundation. Like, most majority of spiritual people, we all grew up in the church, so it was our foundation. But
Mm-hmm.
we wasn't supposed to just stay there. We were supposed to build on top of it. You're supposed
Right.
to learn and experience all of these different spiritual, guidance that's out there, because it all goes together. It's all one. So when you try to separate it, that's when it's like a missing piece to the puzzle. Like, you can't just stick to one form of, I guess, what religion. Um, check out Buddhism. Check
Yeah.
out um, you know, all of them.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Look, I didn't even realize it. It's 10:49. I'm not even at my.
Yeah,
I'm
I
about
told my dad I read the Quran the other day, and he looked at me like, "What you trying to say?"
to, yeah.
I'm like, looked at me. He called me a demon.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I guess I shouldn't be wearing this either.
No, I like it.
Oh no, it's over. I just do shit to piss people off now. My mama went to Egypt and she brought this back for me. I'm like, I'm never taking this off, right?
It's dope.
Not my children checking me. I thought I was the adult. Talking about where I'm at. Why am I not home? I'm in my skin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell them we wrapping up. Tell them we wrapping up.
Yeesh.
Dang.
I'm just honored that you guys let me come in and
Yeah.
talk to
I
y'all.
already know what you was
Appreciate
bringing, so I was
it.
like,
Appreciate it. You just confirm every. Oh my gosh. She just confirmed so much.
I
I'm gonna
worry
rewatch
about
it.
my peoples. I worry about people like what you said, who are struggling with the
Yeah.
lesson of letting go. I worry about people like that. Like I said, I never want to come off insensitive, and I never want to make anyone feel disempowered. Like, oh, I'm spiritually not where I should be if I can't get over this heartache. No,
Right.
because I know that's primarily what people, that is usually the gateway that pushes people into spiritual healing, when your heart gets broken. Because
Mm-hmm.
remember, it's
Mm-hmm.
it's breaking open.
Yeah. It
Now
is.
your heart is open.
And I was
Ah,
open. Mm.
whoever needed that in the chat, your heart got broken, but now it's open. It got broken open, so now you have an open heart.
Take that. That's free of charge. That's free 99. Take that.
Free 99, baby.
Most of these people y'all crying about, I don't know who I just felt like I don't know this. Maybe somebody in the chat. Most of
Speak.
these
Go
people
ahead,
y'all
go.
crying about, they not they not worth the importance that you have assigned to them. I promise you that. Like, not saying that they're bad people, but I promise you that if you allow, like I said, if you fall deeply in love with yourself, do everything that you've always wanted to do, go to places you want to go, read the books you want to read, just really dive into yourself. And you're going to you're going to connect to layers of yourself that you didn't even really know were there. And you're going to, the more you connect to self, the more love that's just automatically going to emit from you just by existing, just from being. People are going to see that. And you're going to realize that you're on a different level at that point than you were when you met that person.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be a whole different individual. So I don't know if somebody needed that. I just felt like saying that. Like, I don't know why.
You know, you already know who you hit.
Beautiful, beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. This is amazing, y'all. This was definitely monumental, and I could tell you that pretty much all of this is on the podcast. So you're gonna get this live. You're gonna get this on the actual podcast platform, baby.
Cause you shine. I
Ooh.
was like, oh yeah. I'm like this. I'm like, what season coming up? Season 9.
No, we're ending
Season.
season
I
9.
mean, even that we're into season 9, season 10.
Yeah,
Gonna need you back.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. We definitely need her back. Where the heck's in my page?
Oh, absolutely. Whenever y'all need me.
Yes, 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 yes. I am excited. Definitely
I'm
excited.
sorry I look so tired. I had a long day.
I know you good.
You are good. You are beautiful either way. The energy
Thank you. But I had to. I said, well, oh, they talking about tarot and astrology. And I'm like, oh, because, I'll be listening to this. I'm like, oh, you're right. Like, to bring it back to what I even said when I first clicked in, like, no, I do feel like you need to know, like, the archetypes of the cards. You have to know, because it's symbolic of astrology.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why the actual symbols, the cups, the swords, the pentacles, and the where my air, swords, water, cups, pentacles, earth, fire, wands. Okay. Well, you have to kind of know that all of the symbols, like, and it's going to resonate with you. So if you're asking the tarot about, your boyfriend who happens to be a Sagittarius male who's giving you drama, and the tarot reader, this from doing tarot, it pulls the King of Wands in reverse and the Devil upright and the Tower, right, in a row. That's your situation. So the tarot reader, without knowing your situation, should be like, well, there's a fire sign male here, who's obviously very controlling, or you can't release your connection to this male, but there is an event that's coming, right, Tower? There's an event that's coming where the whole thing is going to either be shaken up in one way, shape, or another. You feel what I'm saying? Like, from pulling tarot, right? So I feel like when I watch these tarot readers and they haven't studied, that Uranus is associated with the Tower, or Aquarius energy, or, like I said, the Queen of Swords in reverse is a petty gossiping bitch. Like, and you got to know, so that if you're listening to the reader, you know everybody, the characters in your life.
Exactly.
While she pulled the cards, so you make the association, like, oh, I've been getting funny vibes from such and such. She pulled the Queen of Swords. That bitch is a Libra. That's who you got to be able to do that.
To do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And because the tarot reader doesn't know every detail about your life, like, unless she's, I don't know, some extreme psychic, but you know the characters in your life.
Exactly.
So you got to be able to, if you don't know, the tarot reader should explain, like, is there a water sign person, or y'all know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta study astrology to do this shit.
Understand, yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't have the Rider-Waite deck, but it's been calling to me heavy. But what I did do was I pulled my birth chart I pulled an astrology birth chart, and it's just like, oh my God, why is this calling to me so freaking heavy? Like, I just keep seeing it. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And I see the cards and I'm like, oh, no, stop. You don't need nothing else. Stop. But now, of course, listening to you, it is just making so much more sense, because I'm giving you these insights. I'm giving you these things of your life. I'm laying out these dang on details. Spirits is tapping me on my shoulder. They poking me in my eyeball because they like, you need to tell them this. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. That's monumental for me. That's also another confirmation for me. So I appreciate you.
And I would like to provide both of you complimentary chart readings. If you would be willing to accept that, I'll be
awesome.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely would love to do that. The way that I typically do it is it's a Zoom MP4. It's recorded, so then you'll be able to play it back as much as you want. It's like an hour long. It's a lot of information to take in one sitting.
Okay.
So, if you wanted to do it to be live on the Zoom, that's fine. But if you couldn't, I would record it. And because I'm literally showing you your chart on the screen, I give you about 60 calendar days that you need to be aware of for you over the next like 60 days.
Mm-hmm.
I never go too far in the future, so I'm not going to be like, well, May 2026. No, I'm not going to. Yeah, but like the next 2 seasons. So like this is Sagittarius, like Capricorn, Aquarius. So I would give you some dates that you need to know about for yourself. That's the third part of the reading. It's like different parts to it. So I'd like to, in the near future, offer you guys complimentary chart readings.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. That's dope.
Thank you. That is dope.
Yeah, I mean that's the least I could do for allowing you guys allowing me to come in tonight.
Yes. So if you can, because again, we are still recording, if you can run down your socials for us really quickly so where people know where to find you, how to find you. What's your TikTok? What's your IG? How can people get a hold of you?
Okay, so I'm Tiyephoenix 713. You can Tiye Phoenix, just like spelled like the city, 713. All one together, no underscores, nothing. And 713 is my birthday. So yeah, Crab Gang. So that's and on Instagram it's just Tiyephoenix. It's just TIYEPHOENIX. So I'm on there, and I am on Facebook and Twitter, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not really active on Facebook and Twitter like that. I'm definitely on IG a lot, and my IG, whoever said that was like Tyler's grandbaby people, because all right, like people know me for other stuff, like the astrology's, like people know about the astrology, and I'm definitely more astrology focused on TikTok, but I'm known for a whole different thing on Instagram. Well, I share my TikTok videos to my astrology, to my Instagram page, but see, people who said that, they know like I'm in the music business, which is another thing that has nothing to do with this. Like I'm an artist with a whole, like if you Google me, astrology might not come up, but a whole lot of music comes up. Like people know me as an artist. That's why that person said that, because like people know me as a musical artist. But
not a celeb.
Yeah,
in the
that's
not
like,
a celeb in the building.
Yeah,
lot going on, a lot of layers. But yeah, on TikTok, I'm TikTok. It's more, I'm doing more like content that's around astrology and spiritual awareness. And my gram shit is for stunting.
Got you. Makes sense. Got it.
Exactly. I'm kidding. But thank you guys. Don't forget, like I really want to give you guys those chart readings.
Oh no, that's locked.
I'm like, for sure, absolutely.
I'm like, when?
Right.
Yeah, let's set it up. Like, let me know. Like, y'all just hit, whenever I'll make it happen.
Okay, absolutely. Well, I guess we're gonna go on and end this here, you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording on the regular cast. This will be downloaded, uploaded to YouTube. Please give us at least until tomorrow. Don't fuss us out, please. Give us at least until tomorrow to get it up there. So, man, we had a time last night. Sorry.
Because I had no clue. Like, never know
Y'all
the
better
energy.
Go get you one of those.
Right, you better come get you one of these. What's that?
A chicken salad.
It's a chicken salad. Look, it's truth.
It's truth. Like, I ain't know the energy we have when we get on live. Like, we don't know. It's always a vibe.
It is. They really gonna get us now. They done
I'm
brought
with it.
the astrology lady in to try to confirm they stuff. They paid her.
You know we had to. I'm like, we got backup. We
Paid
didn't
her
even
to
know
come
we had backup. We got
talk
backup.
about. You just wait. It's somebody's eating a burger. It's not me. I didn't do it. Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Dang. Yeah, you can't shake the table. I'm used to cold shaking the table. I'm like, oh, we got two in the building. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit back and watch. Get my popcorn. I need my Leo energy coming out.
I don't even want to talk about Leo energy, man.
Yeah, because I'm a Cancer, but my Leo's in a second house.
Second and third house.
Second and third house.
Yes.
What's your rising?
Cancer.
Wait, you're Cancer sun and Cancer rising? Oh, wow. Where's your moon?
Aries.
Oh.
Mine is Leo.
Okay. Ah, 2 fire moons. That's what it, okay.
Yeah. And when you go down every other house, he copied me. So it is what it is.
Interesting. Interesting. Is your Venus in Leo or in Cancer?
Cancer.
I want to say it might be in Cancer.
Cancer.
I think Cancer.
Where's your Venus?
Cancer.
I want to say mine is in Cancer.
Okay, all right.
I have to look for sure.
Yeah,
I'm
sun, my
I'm
rising,
look
Venus, and Mercury is all in Cancer.
Yeah, he has a lot of water just splash.
Oh, I'm water.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wild. Well, Cancer men, you know.
I have a lot of fire. I know I have a lot of Sag in some different places. Hold on, let me see.
Oh, I can't wait. Oh, yeah, this is really about to be lit.
It's about to be lit.
Tell me about
yeah.
But it's just like I said, just with the houses is what we have, which is like identical. I think it's just a little bit of what is it, the place it is, the degree is off. Either he's top on bottom, left or right. It's just, you'll see it. Like it's weird. Because when I looked at it, I'm like, why you didn't even give me the right information? Like, what the hell is this?
I did.
Whatever.
Y'all birth times is on y'all birth certificate? Okay.
Mm-hmm. You said Fisa said I'm a Sagittarius. Hey. I don't know, like I love Sagittarius though.
Happy birthday.
My Venus is in Capricorn. Okay. Well, all right, y'all. I'm gonna get off of here because apparently I'm not the parent. You know, I don't have grown children. You know.
And I'm about to go finish this blunt because I can't smoke on here. So, and I'm about to go watch Black Panther 2 because I ain't seen it yet.
Hurry up! Thank you.
I'm about to watch it right now, bro. It's already queued up, ready for me.
God, oh,
dang.
Sheesh.
But thanks again for gracing the stage with your presence.
Yes, thank you so much. Oh my God, you've been monumental.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I maybe be hitting you guys up for some other podcast things going on.
Absolutely.
It's over. Uh-oh. I know.
It's yeah, we got the connection. It's good.
Oh yeah.
Well, my love, you got to end the live because
I got to do it.
It's on your platform.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tapping in. Y'all been great. I love the comments. I love the energy. I like people that are responsive. You know. So, till next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.